Let's go make sure we get mute. Remix. Background music for 7. Cool. This awkward. That's perfect. What's going on, guys? We have a lot of topics to cover. We're going to start off running. I'll be wondering where the hell was that shit at last time. Now I know. I swiped it to the side. All the shoutouts. Okay. Okay, all is good. I'm gonna hop into the chat. And let me get started with get the shoutouts out the way for the members. Okay, that's perfect. That's interesting. Why not mess around with that? That's perfect. Let me turn this echo off. I think we found a nice little cover paper. Put some stuff over in screenshots if you're a part of the PSLOG Discord. Good amount of our images are over there. So if you want to go take a look at those, you can. Now, I'm trying to think. There's one thing I didn't do that I really wanted to show you, and I don't want to do any like off-screen things that I was doing before, so I'm not going to do that this time. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you, or I'm going to try to put a video up It'll be a gameplay video. We'll see how everything goes. So I'll start downloading it now. It's a very short video, so it shouldn't have any problems. But trust me, it's a video that I need to post to kind of clear some things up about my experience with Nintendo. So I'll be doing it in a different way today. So before we get started, let me give a shout out to the members, and also give a big shout out to the people that have been donating through Super Chat, which is a whole bunch of you guys. When I get at least 10 shout outs for you guys. So we got Seattle Chef. He's been a member for 10 months. We got Lucci Sky. He's been a member for 2 months. We got Arnold. He's been a member for 2 days. What? Okay. We got Verge Brizzle. He's been a member for 6 months. We got M. Jean. He's been a member for 2 days. We got Ice Queen Gaming. She's been a member for 52 months. We have Shane in the River. He has been a member for 18 days. We have, who else? Why did it keep starting it from the top? Hold on, I'm having a problem here. Every time I scroll down, they go all the way to the top. I don't know what's that about. Did I do something wrong, or is? Let me just see if it's just YouTube or is it me? No, it's YouTube. I'm gonna try the best I can. So, because they keep going to the top, and it's fucking difficult. Oh my god. Okay. There's as a member we have WW4. Man, I am trying. Red Sun. Who else we got? We got Henry. We got a lot of people that are members. We got 27 members, and I really want to get to all of you guys, but every time I scroll down, they automatically go back to the top. There's nothing on my keyboard. There's like literally nothing going on. And this was the problem a while ago. Jesus, man. The fuck? Let me go. Okay. Ice Queen Gaming, Shane in the River, Dez, WW4, Red Sun, Briarios, Rebel Rick Gaming, Henry, Dejon Thompson, Devontae Carter, Nelson Gaming, VR God V, Sicknick Mondo 16, I believe. Savari Rare, El Chavo. Damn, man. Mike Johnson, Caution. Who else we got? It's a lot of people. Big shout out to the 27. You guys know who you are. I swear, if it's not one thing with YouTube, it's another thing. I don't understand that shit, bro. That shit is wild. Maybe I should just go all the way into the members and not even have that little preview shit. No, don't see your members. I want to see all that shit. How do I make that shit like expand? There's no way to make it expand. Wow, this is wow, bro. Anyway, we got 27 members. I'm grateful to you guys. Let's go to the super chats. See if we can scroll down real quick. We're gonna go all the way back up. No, they don't do that on the super chats. We got Frostbite Slash as one of our last donators for the super chats. Anonymous Boss, Serio 21, Briarios. No, sorry. Verge Brizzle. Dudes keep changing their name. John Baptiste. John. VR God V. There we go. There's one for Briarios. Scrolling all the way down. Leaking Clay gave one. on our Xbox is raising the price stream. Big shout out to the last few super chats. Really appreciate you guys. Again, the membership, that sucks. I really wanted to go through all of them. I think I might have missed a few. If you are a member, make yourself known in the chat so we can give you a shout out. I'm also going to be doing a shout out in the chat right now. So we got Alexander Clifton. What's going on, man? Good afternoon to you. Devontae Carter, he's here. Both Alexander Clifton is a member. Devontae Carter is a member, and Alexander Clifton is a mod. Devontae Carter is a mod and a member. Prince G is in the chat. He's a mod. PS Silent Night 100. He's a mod. Let's see. Joseph B 89. Welcome. Let's see. Furious Legacy Gaming. You're a mod. Scrolling down. Let's see who else we got in here. You guys are battling it out for the #1 spot, but looks like Joseph has it. Xbox has no games. Welcome back. Honda, the Power of Dreams. Welcome back to you too. Mike Johnson's in the chat. He's a mod and a member. And I'm pretty sure Ice Queen will be here. I don't think I saw Briarios today, but I'm pretty sure he'll be here too. Upon joining in, make sure you say hi, hit that like button, and let's get started. Topics are on hand. Topics will be read off from the topic section in the Discord. So if you're a part of our Discord, you've seen that I posted some things that we will be talking about as topics today. So let's get some stuff set up for the stream, as far as cover art, stuff like that. Birds want to get on my nerves today. Now, let's see what we can do with this. Okay, we got that, we got this, we got this. Media file, video playlist, video and sound clips. I think this is the one. This isn't it. That's not it. Love computers, and then so many times I hate them. Scene, existing scene. Nope. Video playlist. Let's go to this one. There we go. This is what we'll be using. Okay. Perfect. Let's go add a source. Let's hope this shit works. Oh, yeah, that's right. It's really not that big of a fucking file. I thought it was gonna be a big file. We have it on loop. Okay, we have that shit on loop. Also, let's go make sure. There it is. Let's mute it. And also, let's move this farther down. This is a video. This is a video that I captured at a local Walmart. They finally put up the Nintendo Switch section. And the reason why I wanted to capture this is because there were some very interesting things. So we'll have the video play over and over and over again, because I feel like it's very important. But this is my video, and it is much different. It's going to be much different than other people's videos. There's not no bullshit going on. This is captured from my very, very high quality camera, 1080p 60, and you guys are watching it at 1080p 60. It's streamed at 1080p 60. Right across from the PlayStation kiosk is the Nintendo Switch 2 kiosk. It was like that before when you saw some of these types of videos from the same Walmart. The Nintendo Switch section was there. The Nintendo people, I did catch them actually come into the Walmart and they set that shit up. Now, this is what was weird. The kiosk was not always completed, but they did have that skinny poster board for the Nintendo Switch 2. Now, it was over in front of this section when it said it was like under maintenance. But now that they have the section like up and running, they put that big poster board literally right in front of the Xbox area where the kiosk for Xbox is supposed to be. As far as I've ever gone to this Walmart, I've never seen the Xbox kiosk section have like a TV screen or a video game console hooked up. This was upon my research for GameStop over the past, I would say 5 or more years that you guys know I've been researching this around the DMV area, the Maryland, DC, Maryland, and Virginia area. They just, those GameStops and Walmart and Target, they just don't really have a Xbox section where there's a TV or anything hooked up. It's just, I don't know. It's just, I don't know if they care. I don't know if there's a reason to do it. I don't know how much it costs these companies to do it. Again, I was told by the Xbox community that Microsoft has an endless wallet. I didn't know that would hurt their wallet, so I can't really go with that excuse as to why they don't have a TV and game console kiosk. Astrobot is, I believe Astrobot might be the only demo that PlayStation has. When it comes to Nintendo Switch 2, I can confirm that specific kiosk at this Walmart is Mario Kart 2, which I played just a little bit. It's Mario Kart. It's open world, but it's still Mario Kart. And then they also had Donkey Kong, the new Donkey Kong game, as a demo. All the other games, they did have every single game that's available at launch shown off, but you couldn't play them. Again, the 2 Zeldas that already exist, all of the third-party title games like Hogwarts Legacy, Cyberpunk, again, all of which already exist. Again, I could have been cheap and just made a video about this, but I feel like really wasn't a need to make a video about this. Twitter saw it first, so if you followed me on Twitter, you already saw this yesterday. But I thought that upon our first topic, because we are going to be talking about Nintendo, I felt that if I am going to be talking about Nintendo, I need to have a little bit of Nintendo stuff, right? I think that's what that's what I need to have. I'm not going to go out and buy the system. I'm a Nintendo veteran from back in the day. Nintendo has not changed that much, so my knowledge of what the fuck they're doing, I don't need to really go out and go buy their console to say, oh my god, I really need to research and see what the fuck they're doing. They're releasing Mario, they're releasing Donkey Kong, they got fucking Metroid, and they got probably a 3D Mario game in the works and a Smash Brothers game in the works. It's really not a lot. I want to see what the copyright situation is. I'm going to be doing extensive research on my own time, because if I do find myself needing to cover Nintendo for gamer purposes, not for content purposes, as a gamer, buy this, I would buy this system to play games on, and obviously play it on TV, not on handheld mode most of the time. Then I do want to know if Nintendo's going to copyright the shit out of my channel for showing off footage or music or anything like that, because I know they've been really, really strict on people in the past, and I don't feel like that would be a good thing if they want to get more word out. But again, it doesn't really matter, because I've ran into countless Nintendo fans in just the last week. Those guys are diehards. I think there's a recent question I'm asking some of the fans, are like, hey bro, do you even have the system? Can you show me proof? Somebody called me broke just the other day. Actually, not yesterday. It was like not too long ago, maybe like 2 hours ago. One of the Nintendo fans called me broke because I don't have a Nintendo Switch 2. So I showed him my PS5 Pro, and he still hasn't replied. So my question to these guys is like, a lot of these trolls don't have a Switch 2. They just, again, they don't want Sony to have a W, so they're going to fall behind whoever is closest to have a W. Last week, it seemed like it was Xbox with the handheld, or the week before that. Now it's like, oh, we got the sales information for Nintendo Switch. Let's go all, double up as Nintendo fans. They won't really know who we are. We're trolls online. We have anime pictures. Anime pictures as our profile pictures. They will never know that we are actually, not real Nintendo fans. But we can dress up as whoever we are. This is what they do. I told you guys about this. There was like a fake PlayStation dude I just saw on Twitter. He made his account last month. He claims to be a PlayStation gamer. He has a PlayStation profile picture and a banner. But then he says something in his About Me about I'm not a Sony fanboy or some dumb shit like that. Again, I just cannot stand trolls. I cannot. I see you, I'll fucking block you. I don't care. You absolutely, all my years of doing this, trolls add absolutely no fucking entertainment to me whatsoever. Like, I am here, I'm about the business, I'm about the facts, I'm about the truth. What the fuck do I got time to fuck around with a person that's not even serious about his own identity? I just, no, man, it's not gonna happen. But again, I hope you guys appreciate the visuals. This is, something that I thought that would, be a little bit better for this discussion. I thought about it yesterday, so, luckily I was able to get through. Around this time, I mean, when we were younger, we would always go back to the electronics section, but as you can see, it was pretty much clear. Kids are now on cell phones and on fucking TikToks. They don't really care about video games the way we do. And I am a little confused. I don't know if the Nintendo Switch 2 is, is it being supported more for the adult Nintendo fans? They're like in their fucking 40s, which is weird, or their 50s, or are the parents buying this system for the kids and there are more kids? But the way I'm looking at it, the people I'm coming into contact with, they're old. They're defending that shit, and I'm like, bro, this is a fucking kid system. Out of all three of the major players right now in the console war, Nintendo is still the Disney of fucking game consoles or handhelds, and that shit is for kids. Like, come on, bro. They're fucking two first-party launch titles look like they came out of fucking Disney Pixar. And I'm not trying to say they look that good, but I'm just saying they're for kids, man. There's Mario Kart and Donkey Kong. Come on, man. We're good over here. I don't feel like, I'm missing out on anything. I will say one thing. And I got to give them props. The animations is what make Mario Kart look really good. It's those animations. They're very crisp in 60 frames per second. So that's one thing I saw with my eyes. One thing I witnessed, and I can give like big props. The 60 frames with those new animations for different characters, really good. Driving around the track with those new animations, with that 60 frames, with that 1440p, that is a sight to behold for Nintendo. Now, if the system was more powerful, they could have got more realistic textures and things like that. He could have went to a whole different level. That would have been a complete threat for PlayStation. But they have bottlenecks of their own, way worse than the Xbox Series X and S. And that is one of the reasons why most AAA titles on Nintendo Switch are not running like Mario Kart. They are running 720p or 30. Mario Kart is running at like 1440p 60. So, yeah, man, like the first party games, especially if it has Mario in the title, I would expect those games to run really, really good on the Switch. I don't think that's going to be the same case for third party developers. They have been so high lately, no pun intended, you know, when it comes to advancements of gaming consoles and the power that we have for Xbox and PS5 and PS5 Pro. I don't think they want to go that far down to where the Switch is, something like a Steam Deck or anything. I don't really think they necessarily want to. They're not going out of their way to say we're not trying, but they're not gonna spend like the same type of time that they use to like make a PS5 port, make it good. Like they're gonna do the best that they can do, and that is probably not gonna result in 4K 60 most of the time at all. Especially, and I can't say anything about this because I stopped myself weeks ago when I go into the territory of the Unreal Engine 5. I don't think there is a single Unreal Engine 5 game running on the Nintendo Switch or announced for the Nintendo Switch 2 right now. And again, I know it's a new system and I know people are very excited and hyped up about it. When I'm cautious, cautious because of experience. Nobody's hating on this shit. I've given multiple props. I've had hands-on experience with the system. You know, there's no hatred here, but I think the fans, and I've warned Xbox fans the same way, you guys might want to be careful the way you guys hyping shit up. You're setting your own self up for disappointment. There's no way to hurt the hardware. There's like, bro, the hardware and the software is good. Nintendo is fucking solid. But the fans, you guys can take L's. Nintendo ain't gonna take no L's. They got you guys. They got you to pick the system up day one. They broke multiple sales records with hardware. They're probably gonna break a lot of records with software as far as Mario Kart being, you know, that one game that everybody's gonna pick up for it. That's just what's gonna happen. But as far as the fans, me seeing this shit all over again with, you know, in regards to the Wii U, I don't think you should be talking about this system and like, you know, PlayStation 5 in the same sentence. You know, they are looking right at Game of the Year. Literally, like right across from them. As you saw me just turn around. Right across. The game that, and PlayStation fucking knew this. Because they would have had to go out to fucking multiple Walmarts and Targets and know what was right across from there. Bro, they would have known that, okay, like kids are going to come over here. There's a Nintendo over there. They put it right there. Okay, we're going to put Astro Bot as the playable game. We have something to go up against Nintendo. Like, that's what I hope you guys take away from this. What I literally just, I'm playing Mario Kart. I turn around. And there's fucking Astro Bot. This is actually the story that went down. When I went over to the section initially, I think there was like a family, a mother, father, and a kid. To my surprise, you know, I was coming over there to do the video. I was like right over there to where the toy section is. They're on the PS5. That's why when I turned around, I had to start up Astro Bot again because they had already beat the game, to beat the demo, and it said thank you for playing. They didn't even fucking touch the Switch. So I had time to be on the Switch, and then I looked around and, I was like, hey, let me go start up Astrobot because it was in the middle of them, on it. So that's what went down. Like, I'm a little surprised that a kid would go play Astrobot over Mario. But these are different kids of a different generation. Not all kids grow up with, as you can see right there, it says thank you for playing, because they just finished playing. Not all kids grew up with Mario. Some kids, depending on who your parent is, that they're raising you with PlayStation, or they might raise you with Xbox fans. I know a lot of Xbox fans that have kids. They're raising their kids on Game Pass, and PlayStation fans are, raising their kids on Ratchet and Clank and Little Big Planet and Sackboy and obviously Astrobot, So, I mean, it is what it is. Yeah. And I mean, I think that would be something good. I think it would really be something awesome for them to have a portal attached. But then again, it's like, hey, what's the fucking point? Because again, in the kiosk for the Nintendo section, it's dock mode only. So in that regards, it is a direct competitor to the PlayStation 5, which is a cross because it's TV. The way that they're showing off the Switch, they're showing it off TV only. They have a Pro controller on the left side, and they have the traditional Switch controller on the right side. And again, at the end of the video, and this is a loop video, you start to see you see me go to the Xbox section, and you probably don't even know I'm going to the Xbox section because Nintendo, I guess one of their fucking employees or somebody at Walmart, they put the fucking Nintendo Switch poster board in front of the Xbox section. So if you're going that way, you don't even fucking know. I have two. Do I have two sections over? I have two sections. What's going on here? Do I have two? 1 second. I got a super chat. I'm just wondering if I have. Is it overlapping in some weird way? Because that's what I just noticed. So. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We got a R $10 super chat. I don't know what the R stands for. From Anonymous Boss. He says, keep the great live stream coming, JayTech. Show the Nintendo Switch 2 price real quick for us. Okay. So we're gonna hop on over to. Let's see. Does everybody know the price, or do you guys not know the price? I thought we was clear. So, the Nintendo Switch 2 by itself is $450. With the Mario Kart bundle, it's $500. But I guess so. I'll put it up. Oh, shit. Let's see. We're going to go over to Amazon. Now, I'm pretty sure Amazon is sold out of Switch 2s. So if I go to the website, I don't think it's going to pop up anything. But we'll try. Actually, besides the Nintendo website itself, I'm not really sure of where I can go to buy one, but or locate the price for you, but I can tell you the price, and you can decide to trust me or not. But the Switch 2 is $450 plus tax, depending on where you live. And then if you bundle it with Mario Kart, if you get the Mario Kart bundle, it is $500. So yeah, they're not doing that. Yeah, they have the Switch here, multiple different Switches, but they are not the Switch 2. And I think that a couple of parents, or maybe a lot of parents, have been greatly confused about which Switch they're picking up for their kids, because they do look very, very similar. Even the box color is exactly the same. But yeah, I can't. I'll try my best to see if I can go to Nintendo.com and maybe they can give me the price. It's a weird request, but I try my best to answer your request, no matter how confusing it is.
Is it that same thing that Xbox did that confused their audience of which one to buy?
Well, kind of, but somebody asked me, can I post the price of the Nintendo Switch, and I'm very confused by it because I thought I was aware that everybody knew the price, so kind of awkward request. Do we all know the price of the Switch? I'm trying to figure out if I'm doing this for like one individual, or is everybody confused about this? We've talked about
Well, I
it
gotta tell you,
quite
all
a
the way to
bit.
Lake York City. That's like light years away, man. Whatever.
What are you talking about? Okay, let me just go put this up on the screen. I'll keep it here. That's a wild request, but I'll just keep it here for like 5-10 minutes so everybody can be familiar with the price. Crazy request, but are we good on the price though? Like, Anonymous Boss, you didn't know the price? I mean, I think you're in a different country, so I'm not really sure if they tell you the price over there. But yeah, over in the United States, yeah, over in the United States, it's $450 for the base console and $500 if it's bundled with Mario Kart. Does everybody know the price? We're gonna still keep this up for the remainder of this minute, so let's go to 8 minutes. I just don't want to. This is weird. Anonymous boss, where you at?
But I thought everyone knew
Oh
down
no,
here that
I'm not
Uncle Bob.
live, and no, I'm not live. The video is very clear and it makes it look like I'm live, but I was not live at a Walmart just now. That was a video I took with my phone, and I transferred it to my computer in while we were talking in the beginning in the first half. But no, I am not live at Walmart. I don't do live videos where I walk around like, what is that in real life? Yeah, I haven't
Mhm.
done those yet. I'm thinking about doing it like one day or whatever, but no, I haven't done that yet. They don't have the price displayed, and they don't have any Nintendo Switch 2s at that Walmart. They're sold out. They've been sold out since day one. Trust me, I asked the people. Yeah. And I don't think they really want to scare people away. But they do have a shitload of normal Nintendo Switches. And then, again, I know this sounds weird, but the Nintendo Switch section is right next to the Switch 2 section. Does that make sense? Am I saying that right? Let's go back and just take a look at the video. Like, I'm like zoomed in so you guys can see the true quality of the game and pixels and shit. I'm zoomed in like a motherfucker, as you can see, because that, like, all that bullshit that they were showing us. I'm a person of truth. I'm not gonna, like, we're not gonna do all that dumb shit. Like, oh, I'm gonna stand all the way back and let this fucking shit look good. If it looks good, it should look good. You saw when I spent around. You saw that big red. So it was. I can't pause the video because it's like the way it's looped. But yeah, it's it's right next to the Switch section. So the Switch and the Switch 2 section are like in the same section, but it's like if you're a fucking parent and you're like an old school parent that don't know shit about video games, you are going to be confused. And I would assume that there's a great deal of parents that may have fucked up and picked up the old Switch instead of the new Switch. They do look very much the same unless, you know, the retailer is being a very good retailer and telling the parent the difference between the two. Because you could easily be confused. Like the way the PS4 looked versus PS5, you're not going to be confused. One is black and white and the other one is black. You get what I'm saying? Like, there's a big fucking difference, even in the architecture of the controllers and the way that the consoles look itself. Like, you're not gonna make the same fucking mistake, you know? But for some reason, Nintendo, they wanted to go this route.
Nintendo never learns, Jay. You know that.
It doesn't matter. They're taking W's, easy ones. They don't gotta learn shit. That's the whole point. That's the whole point. They feel like they don't have to do anything different. You're gonna buy the system anyway. And people are proving them completely right. They don't have to do anything different, and people are picking it up. But the people that picked it up in day one, those are legendary gamers. Those are gamers. And again, we don't know if any of those percentage of people are scalpers, but we're just going to assume that all of them are gamers and all of them are active. But I do want to see those active player numbers. They're not going to give it to us because it would prove I'm right. But what was it at? It sold 3.5 million in one day. And none of them were scalpers. Right? None of them were scalpers. Not a single one. Cool. We don't have a scalper problem around the entire world ever for any product. Nintendo has that weaponized.
Sarcasm in Jay's voice is absolutely amazing.
Especially if it's grandparents. Yeah, if it's grandparents buying that system, I mean, yeah, if it's grandparents buying that system, they definitely gonna fuck up and buy the other one. Because one's in stock and one's not. And they'll probably buy the one that's in stock thinking, oh, well, it's still in stock. Viper Reaps Corner with a super chat. Oh. There is 2 super chats. I knew there was one like overlapping another. I was wondering where was it at? I see it now. I see it. I was like, bro, why is 2 super chats popping up for the notification? Okay. Viper Reaps Corner, he sent a super chat for $9.99. You say, here's how it goes. Grandma, can I get a Switch 2? She says, sure, baby. Grandma, get to the store and see the cheaper Switch right next to the Switch 2. Laugh out loud. Now you got a Switch 1. You're not wrong. You're not wrong because they're like, hey, which one's cheaper? Oh, let me get a cheaper one. And what'd be really funny is if the kid already has a fucking Switch. And don't say this shit never fucking happened, because this happened before. I remember when the second DS came out. Y'all don't fucking know, because don't act like you fucking know. I was a handheld gamer first. Well, for a long time, not first. But I was a handheld gamer for a long time, and I saw this happen. Literally, my mom was, you know, getting the second generation DS for one of my cousins. I had already moved over to PSP. She asked me what was the difference. I could not tell her what the difference was. This was at the time where Nintendo had a shitload of DSs. Yes, DSs, not 3DSs. Y'all need to go back and look at your fucking history. Nintendo has so many DSs, it wasn't even fucking funny, bro.
A lot of people don't know gaming history there.
Huh?
A lot of people don't know gaming history.
I know they don't, but you, bro, hold on, man. Let me go give Truewiddy a L real quick. Hold on, bro. Just for the fuck of it. Makes me happy. Amazon. Let's go to Amazon.com. Y'all gotta go. I'm gonna go see if they even have any of the older DSs. They probably might just go pop up the 3DS. But Nintendo. Ooh, let's see if it works. So I had the original DS. The original DS was like the last system I had from Nintendo. I had already had a GameCube. I had already had what was it? All the systems: Super NES, 64, Game Boy Color, Game Boy SP. I skipped Game Boy Advance because I already heard the rumors of the Game Boy SP. So I skipped Game Boy Advance. Went to SP. Right after SP, I went to the first DS. So the first DS was the silver and black. There we go. That was my DS, the titanium first edition DS. That was the first DS I had. It was the first DS that came out. I did not follow when Nintendo made the DSi. I did not follow when they rebranded the DS and made multiple colors. That is what confused my mom. I will never fucking forget this because it was the funniest thing in gaming history to me. That Nintendo changed the colors and the parents did not know, and older people did not know the fucking difference. And some of them got their kids the same DS that they had already had because like what's the name in the chat? Viper Reaps in the chat said they're gonna go for the cheaper one. Now I want you to look at something. Look at this pink DS. That's the original DS, but it's not titanium color. It's pink. If you let's say back then you asked for a pink DS, but you really mean the new DS, but they didn't really show it because see the new DS is still called Nintendo DS. This was called Nintendo DS. So, but you can see that they're different. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how many people go fuck up and do it, but yeah, man. It happened. It happened quite a bit. But as you can see, Nintendo has so many DSs, man. They had so multiple colors for DSs. They were swimming in money, and that's where a lot of the hardware sales came from for DS is their multitude of colors, multitude of limited edition designs. I'm not knocking them, but yeah, a lot of people had a collection of DSs, even though they had one. They were like, fuck it, they making another color. Let me get that shit too. Hey, it is what it is, man. That's what they did. It's a good system, man. But I remember, where's my classic one? I remember this one. I remember everything I need to know about it. I had Need for Speed Underground 2 on this. I played the shit out of the Metroid. It was a Metroid demo for this one. For this demo, you can go take a look. I'll go look up the YouTube video. I was on Picno Chat a lot with my cousins. It was dope. What else? What other games I had? Oh shit. I had Need for Speed Underground 2. It was a Rayman. It was like Rayman 3D, Super Mario 64 3DS. and then it was like something else. But I still had a good collection of Game Boy Advance titles, Golden Sun, one of the Pokemon games, and then it was like Zelda and a Minish Cap, old school gamer shit. Most of y'all don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about. But yeah, it was a good system. I just remember like after the launch period, it struggled to get games, and then it was after I left, the game started to flow. Like so, this came out in 2011, if I'm not mistaken. Sorry, my fault. Not 2011, 2004. So it came out in 2004. The following year is when I left. So that holiday season, which would have been the holiday season of 2005, I got the PSP from my mom and my brother for Christmas. And I just went back to PlayStation completely and just never looked back to Nintendo or any other platform for real. And they did start getting games after, the drought that I dealt with, after the launch of the system, the good majority of 2005. I think that after I got the PSP, so that would have been 2006. In the year 2006, they started getting games. It was a weak system. It was never able to get Monster Hunter. I think they finally got Monster Hunter during the 3DS because the system was actually a little bit more powerful. It's still, if I'm not mistaken, Monster Hunter still looked like complete dog shit on 3DS compared to a PSP version. I don't know, man. I mean, I feel like Nintendo is like that one kid at school that can like get away with anything. Like that Nintendo is that. Nintendo is that kid. Like they can do the bare minimum and pass with a fucking A+. And you scratch your head and you wonder, how the fuck did they get away with that shit? And they do it, bro.
You're putting in all the work to try and get a freaking A+, but they just get that shit.
Exactly, like effortless.
Teacher's favorite part, right?
I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna call it that. I don't know what to call it. I have no idea. I just know that one of the things I remember thousands of years ago was people continued to remind me, and this was like, I'll say in the gaming industry back then, when I knew a few people deep in the gaming industry. And this was many, many years ago, and I don't really like to talk about this shit, but there's an unwritten rule you can't go up against Nintendo because they're regarded as the saviors of gaming. Because they saved gaming after the Atari, inside the gaming industry, they don't shit on Nintendo as much because they continue to have that title. Now, what is really weird, when we did our research last Sunday show, and also on one of our news and update streams, where we found out that most games are made for PS5 and then scaled down to Xbox and PC. If PlayStation's the market leader, again, and they were the market leader during the PS1, and they were the market leader during the PS2, and they were the market leader during the PS4, that means they were the market leader 4 times out of 5. 4 out of 5 of their consoles were the market leader, which made their console the lead platform 4 fucking times, 4 generations. And this is while Nintendo is still making handhelds and consoles and shit like that. You have to put into perspective, they saved gaming. If that's the platform that captured the majority of the market, if that's the platform that you're making your games on first and scaling it down to other platforms, they are the MVP of that fucking generation. Without them, you wouldn't be making money.
I get it.
So I understand that Nintendo saved gaming, and internally, this is a secret that people don't want to get out. And man, listen, I sat on this for too fucking long. I'm so fucking tired of this shit. They saved gaming all the way like fucking 30-something years ago, and you can't tell them to move along quicker. You can't say, hey, bro, maybe make some better hardware. You can't do that. You can't say, well, your games are, last gen. You can't say, you can't say internally for game journalists and certain developers, you just can't. It's an unwritten rule and also a written rule. You just can't say anything bad about Nintendo. I know it may be hard for you to believe. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys believe this. But yeah, it's you can't say anything bad about Nintendo, bro. You can't. You couldn't say it then. You can't say it now. And bro, they charging you $450 for basically a Nintendo Switch Pro, which is what y'all thought y'all was getting when y'all got the OLED. They trick y'all motherfuckers then, and y'all tricked you again.
That's what you thought you're getting OLED. Nigga, the OLED was a freaking just OLED screen.
But the rumors came out from the industry, from people like Jeff Grubb, that the OLED was actually a Pro. But in reality, it was just a fucking OLED Nintendo Switch. The real Pro is currently, put your shock face on, what we call the Nintendo Switch 2. It's not doing a whole hell of a lot more than the Switch, but it's doing enough for developers to feel comfortable to put bigger boy games on there. Now, like I said, I've never seen or heard of an Unreal Engine 5 game running on the Switch 2. We know it has massive performance problems, but there's definitely something fishy with that situation. Let's dive into a little bit more. I want to go over to Digital Foundry. I know they had some words that Nintendo fans probably did not like much. The Nintendo Switch 2 Digital Foundry hardware review. Digital Foundry did a 2-hour review.
God damn.
Again, I mean, this is what I hope Nintendo understands. And their fans, sorry, not Nintendo, their fans. Their fans could take L's. Nintendo don't give a fuck. They're getting all your money anyway. They do not give a fuck, right? You guys are blinded. You're going to buy everything that they put out. So they don't, there's nothing wrong with Nintendo. Nintendo is not going to get an L, right? They cannot. But you as fanboys, you guys can get L's, right? Like, you can get really big L's. Trust me. Like, talk to Truewiddy. He knows about L's. But, like, bro, for a whole 2 hours they reviewed your system. This means they show all the secrets of your system. So, we gonna look at this shit. We gonna get so much ammo. Bro, a lot of y'all should shut the fuck up, bro. I literally played, what is it? I played, Cyberpunk the other day for 4 hours. I ain't seen no Nintendo fans say shit. Because you can't say shit. I look back and I didn't even take the screenshots I thought I was taking. I didn't take no fucking gameplay clips. I was just enjoying the game. At 1800p, 60 frames per second locked. Now, I found it really funny that the game's running at 720p 30 on Switch, but we were not told that. And almost most of the time, the same exact fucking sentence, you heard 4K, 120 from the Switch 2, and almost right as a ran-on fucking sentence, they talking about AAA third-party titles such as Cyberpunk. And again, you put two and two together as a hyped-up Nintendo fan. Oh my god, this is going to do this, this is going to do this, until you get it, and then it doesn't. And then, you don't want your investment to go to waste, so you go online and you defend that shit. Even though you know it's wrong. You got fucked over. You still defend it. Just like Xbox fans. They know they ain't getting shit.
Yeah. Jay, people defend criminals because they believe that it's okay.
Let's go take a look. 2 fucking hours. I didn't even know they did 2 hours of a review, bro. That's wild, man. I had no fucking idea. Devs do need money from Nintendo, and devs do need money from PlayStation, but they're getting more money from PlayStation than they are from Nintendo. It's already been confirmed by third-party developers. They're pretty upset that even though the Switch 2 hardware is doing very well, that the third-party developers, they're not making a lot of money for the games they went out of their way to get to run on Xbox. So I get to run on Nintendo Switch 2. And I knew this was gonna fucking happen. But see, they didn't learn. Like, how the fuck did you not see that happening? Oh, we're gonna put our third-party games on here, old ass ones, charge them the Nintendo price, put it at $60, put that shit at $70, and then we expect it to sell. You know, like, what are they charging for Cyberpunk? Is it 60? Does anybody? I don't fucking.
You serious? They're charging 60 for
yes, don't be surprised. You already know the truth. Don't act surprised. Nah, bro. They're not gonna fucking charge 30. It's currently 30 on PSN. They're not charging 30. This is Nintendo. If they feel like they're gonna get away with it, they're gonna get away with it. Prime example right here. Let's go down to a new screen. I want to go down to this one screen right here. YouTube capture only gameplay screen. Let's go right here. This is a screen I like to use. Right? I'm going to use this one. I don't really like go all out on it, but let me just see. I want to add one image. You guys are still looking, so don't worry about that. You can still look. So what you're looking at right here is just a PS5 versus a Nintendo Switch 2. This is an unwritten rule in the console war. I want you guys to know this. I've been all around the internet. I'm going to tell you guys the shit that nobody else wants to fucking tell you. You're not supposed to compare Switch 2 to the PS5. But if you are a Nintendo fan, you are allowed to attack PlayStation fans in the console war. But you should not compare the two. That's what I know. That you cannot compare PS5 to Switch 2. Because they know it will make it look bad. But Nintendo fans are actively attacking PlayStation gamers online in the console war. Digital Foundry did something they're not supposed to do. I think it's perfect. Your system runs on a fucking TV. I think it's perfect.
No.
There's nothing wrong. But again, they're all over the place with 38 frames per second. PlayStations that are basically a locked 60 frames per second. And this is a PS5 Slim. I am not aware of Digital Foundry increasing their PS5 Pro analysis or increasing, the appearance of the PS5 Pro, but I really wish they would. Because I have a PS5 Pro and I'm running that shit at a lock 60 all the time. And I can tell. What is the price for Cyberpunk on the Nintendo Switch 2? $70. My fault. I said 60. Yeah. They're charging $70 fucking dollars for a downgrade. I'm supposed to be, come on, man. No. Nintendo ain't gonna take no L's because they got away with it. But you, yes, I'm talking to you, the individual that's listening to my stream, hiding in the chat, the Nintendo fan. Yes, I'm talking to you. You gonna get an L. You brought that game for $70. The original game didn't even come out at $70.
No,
Then it still runs better than your version. You're going to get a fucking L. If you're playing this game on your Switch 2, if you purchase this game on your Switch 2, if you're hyping it up on your Switch 2, if you're bragging about this game on your Switch 2, you get an L right now. There's no W. You got played. $70 fucking dollars? You got the game years later too. What the fuck? This doesn't even make sense. Thanks for asking that question, Truewiddy. Like, man, I did not fucking know. I mean, again, I'm just a good guy because I'm like, hey, maybe they, did the right thing and just charged $60. Nah, they charge $70 fucking dollars, bro.
Damn. Wow. That's wow.
You gotta love it until you don't. Okay, let me see if I can bring the chat over here. I'm gonna try. I don't even know how to do that. I haven't done it in 80 years. Let me see. Chat. Where's the chat at? No, that's not where it's at. Please access delivery terminal for further information. Ah, there we go. Chat box.
Oh, this place has a lot of bot deliveries. I didn't even come all the way over here. God damn it.
Yeah, I haven't used this chat box in a while, but we're gonna use it today because I don't want you guys getting in the way. My fault. I don't want you guys to get in the way of the information, so we're gonna keep the chat right here. Boxed. Yeah, that's gonna be boxed. Okay. You guys know what to do. Y'all can talk. You'll see it underneath the in between the information, but if we just continue to go through here, PlayStation's keeping it locked at 60. It dipped again on Switch to 36. It was at 38 frames. But yeah, I feel like it's perfectly all right to compare, especially since you guys are paying premium price at $70. Look at all that lag. Y'all paying fucking top dollar for lag and y'all smiling and telling us online, man, don't worry about it. It's all right. Like, come on, bro. That's fucking weird.
Top dollar for lag. God damn, Jason, you're paying top dollar.
You're paying top dollar for a fucking downgrade. I feel like people should definitely compare the Switch docked to the PS5 Slim. Yeah, definitely do that. I think that's perfectly all right.
I'm not paying the same price, so why not?
Look at this. You're getting 7 frames per second. You're getting 18 frames per second. Look at this shit. Beautiful. This is really, really awesome that you're getting 34 frames per second. That's awesome. They did a 2-hour analysis. I know if you're a Nintendo fan, you probably mad as shit, bro. Like, this shit about to be funny as fuck. Let's go take a look. They had to set this shit up as a fucking live stream and shit. Let's go take a look over here. Because that's how long it took. I mean, I think they did a good job, man. Whenever they take that long, you already know they doing it. They testing out everything. Maybe not every game, but they are testing out everything. Bayonetta runs at a lot. It looks like it's running at a lock 60 frames on Switch too, backwards compatibility. But I know a lot of other Switch titles that are not running locked. I do know that Digital Foundry's not going to do a test on those games. But this one game right here, I don't know what the name of this game is. It's running at 6 and 17 frames per second. 6 at the lowest and 17 at the highest. 18 at the highest now.
The hell?
Yeah, no, I'm looking at it too. Oh, sorry. That's my fault. It's running at 18 frames per second on the normal Switch. It's running at 16 frames per second on the Switch 2. If that makes you guys feel good about your $500 purchase.
Something, Jay.
Uh-huh.
Have you seen Sam wake up in his room sometimes? And the room is dark. That actually happens sometimes, and it's kind of weird.
It's very random, and like when you wake up, so many different things happen. That's different, even when you're going up the elevator. So I don't know. I don't even remember.
Like the room's dark and someone's killing in the shop, and it's no one doing anything. Like
I don't know.
just standing there. It's like a black shadow just standing there.
Oh no! I mean that's just part of the game. That randomness, to keep you on your toes.
Oh my goodness, bro! That's
So yeah, they can't do 60 on Cyberpunk, even if they wanted to.
Yeah,
they can't.
Check on that with caution.
Performance mode's only doing 23 frames. Damn, that's not doing good at all. 24 frames. I bet Nintendo really hated this shit. They put this up 1 day ago. Nintendo definitely told them to wait on their review. But nobody even cares because, again, what happened? They went out and picked up the Switch already. They don't care how good or bad it is. Oh, in action it's doing 11. Hold on, it's in action, and you playing Cyberpunk in action is going all the way down to 10 frames per second. On handheld mode. 10 frames per second. 11 frames per second on handheld mode. You guys are seeing this, right? You seeing this? Cyberpunk running at 10 frames per second, but y'all paid $70 for it? Please, I want you to go head to head with me. I'm going to fucking shut you down. Bro, what the fuck? Of course, the third-party developers are not going to make any money on Switch. Your games run like shit. Not your fault, but still, they do run like shit. Nintendo's going to make sure their first-party games run good. Now, I want to see what that performance is for Mario Kart. I already know it's high. But they show... Wow.
Which one's wiser to make? A grenade pouch or a freaking battery pack for the customized backpack?
I can't tell you. It depends on your play style. Whatever you gonna use more, or whatever you think you need more, that's what you should put.
All right, all about it.
I think you're probably far enough to being able to make the terrain skeleton, the one that helps you stabilize when you're running uphill, walking up hills and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely should always have that on. Always. Load time is ass on Switch, but that makes sense. I wish that Digital Foundry would have compared the load time to the PS5 as well. But I don't think they going out of their way to embarrass them. So about 19 seconds to load up. 19 seconds to load up. We gotta keep that there. I want to see how fast it takes me to load from menu to the game on PS5. And yes, I know I have a Pro, but I don't care. You guys don't give a fuck about the game being $70. You still fucking worshiping Nintendo. Fuck out my face. Where's my fucking stopwatch? I'm just curious. It is fuckery at this point. Nintendo gets away with everything, bro. They're the babies of the gaming industry. Like, they can literally do absolutely no wrong. So that was the least one was 19, and the highest amount on the load time was 22 seconds. Okay, so as soon as I get to the main menu, I'm gonna push the timer going now. Eight seconds and 74 milliseconds. 8 seconds. So we're doing 8 seconds over here. At least they're doing 18 seconds. That's 10 seconds more, and then at the most they're doing 22 seconds. I know I'm using the PS5 Pro, but I don't care. That's the system I own, and they own the system they own. They got played, bro. They got played. See, the way PlayStation talked about their system, the way that Mark Cerny showed off the SSD, that's how you show off a system. You gave the gamer everything they needed. Yes, the journalists sat up there and they were like, yeah, 12 teraflops is better. We found out that was false. You know, at the end of the day, you got to put your faith in the professionals, in the developers that know what the fuck they're talking about. You know, fuck IGN. They're ex-Xbox fans, and everybody knows it. If you listen to IGN about those 12 teraflops, if you did, you would have got an Xbox and you would have been in a really bad place right now. Very depressed. So we got 8 seconds, and they got 18 seconds. No. Sorry, my fault. The least they got was 19 seconds. My fault. They got 19 seconds. I got 8 seconds. I got 8.74 to be exact. They got, at the least, they got 19.5, and that's from system memory. Game cartridges, they get 22.42, and then from micro SD Express, they get 22.30. Any way you look at it, it's much more than a PS5 Pro. And if you, once they stopped, you can see that the game still didn't load up because you're getting to see inside the building. Inside the buildings are glitching. It's not fully formed. There's still got a shitload of pop in. I also noticed it over here from the Micro Express that the buildings are not fully formed. They're still popping in. So I don't think I dealt with any pop in when I got on my game. It just all was right there. Again, I am running the game from the external, not from, it's not running on my PS5 hard drive. That game is, it is. Sorry, my fault. It is. That one is running on it. I just don't know where it's at, though. Hold on. I think that Cyberpunk's on my console, but it could be on my SSD. I don't know where it's at. Yeah, exactly. And Nintendo doesn't care because their fans don't care. Their fans are going to buy this system regardless. There's nothing that was going to stop these guys from buying the system. Not a damn thing. Don't let them think that, the power it got is what they were looking for. No, they were not looking for anything. They were just looking for the next Nintendo device. Just like the Apple, people that love buying Apple phones, they don't give a fuck how powerful the next one is. They're buying it because it's Apple, and they're going to buy it regardless. If they make a new fucking phone, they'll be there to buy it. I'm waiting for them to load up all these motherfucking games. This should take longer than the loading process, which I'm actually happy about. Let me see. Is Cyberpunk over here? Cyberpunk is on here. So this is loading from the console storage. So in comparison, so we did about 8.74 from the console, and then Nintendo Switch 2 did, what was it, 1904 from their directly from their hard drive. So PS5 Pro still fucking manhandled them. I have a Pro. I'm going to compare it to the Switch. I think it's perfectly fair. You guys want to talk shit? Hey, I can talk shit too. I don't give a fuck what system I got. They paid the equivalent of a fucking of a Nintendo Switch Pro. If you're looking at the technology that you're not getting from Nintendo, $500 fucking dollars. I know most of them wanted a game with their shit. I mean, I don't get it, man. I don't get it. I wonder if anybody did some real comparisons, though. I'll see. Hogwarts Legacy PS5 versus Nintendo Switch 2.
You gotta be kidding me.
I don't think that anybody was brave enough to do the comparison, but I'm going to go. Nope. All they've done is do comparisons between Nintendo Switch and Switch and Switch 2. This guy right here, CYCU1, however you pronounce his name, I'm not gonna butcher it. This guy, he was doing comparisons between Hogwarts Legacy and PS5 Pro versus Nintendo Switch 2, but he wasn't doing the right job because, again, he did not have direct footage of how the Switch 2 version is actually going to play on a real Nintendo Switch 2. He was using footage released by the media. And I was like, that's not real. When you have a real Switch in your house and it's just not doing what it's supposed to do, that's the real shit. And I noticed that this individual did not go back after a month of, posting false comparisons. He did not go back and do new comparisons since the game system is now out. You see this? It looks very close, right? One thing I noticed that he did, because I have Hogwarts Legacy myself and I got the platinum for it, he was also compressing the footage on the PS5 Pro side. Because there's no way in fucking hell it's going to come close to that. And again, I played it on PS5 Pro just a week ago. So I know that's false. So I'll go back here. I'm going to go back here and I'm going to go see if he's done any new comparisons. And he has not. He's done Nintendo Switch 2 gameplay, but he's not compared the Switch 2 to PS5 anymore. And this is after the system actually comes out and he no longer does a comparison. I'm telling you, there's a reason why he's not doing that comparison. Because the real fucking footage does not look like the real footage of the PS5 Pro. Again, it looks like YouTube told me I was subscribed to him. He is going to lose my subscription. Because again, both of the systems are out. Like if that video that he posted over a month ago was true, he would do new comparisons between the Nintendo Switch 2 and PS5 Pro. But he's not doing that anymore. There's a reason. I do not like content creators like this. If you're gonna dick ride Nintendo all the way. But you compare that shit to the PS5 Pro in an attempt to make it seem like it's on that level, that's not only bad for you, that's bad for the Nintendo Switch community because they need somebody to believe in, and they're going to believe in your content, and then they're going to feel emboldened enough to go into console war streets and use your fucking video to fight someone that actually has a fucking pro, and they're going to look stupid. And yes, I've ran it up against a couple of fucking Nintendo fans that use this guy's video as a reference. And again, I'm scrolling and I'm not seeing him compare his fucking shit to the PS5 Pro game to a Nintendo Switch 2 game ever again. He's not doing it anymore. And again, the system is out. He can do it as much as he wants, but he's not doing it anymore because he already knows the fucking truth. You gotta fucking love it sometimes, bro. You truly gotta love it.
And clearly, he's not going to take the video down because
Nah, he getting a lot of views on that. He's not gonna do that. He got 85,000 views. Making people believe that the Switch 2 is on the same level as a PS5 Pro. Shit. You remember when I went back on Hogwarts? I recently went back on Hogwarts, like maybe 2 weeks ago. So my footage should be... Where you at? My shit should be around here somewhere. Where the fuck is my Hogwarts? I must have passed that shit. I know I passed it. Yeah, there it is. So all of these were captured on Pro. I can just zoom into some of these. These were all captured on Pro. This was super zoomed in, by the way. Like that was super zoomed in. Yeah. I would have loved him to do a new comparison. If he's not on that bullshit, he would, but he's not going to do it because he's on that bullshit. It's not going to be on PlayStation's level with ray tracing, PS5 Pro level with ray tracing, let alone the performance with the locked 60 frames. Or going higher than that.
That's a pipe dream, Jay.
No, it's not my dream. I can't stand the fuckery, man. The fuckery of the fanboys. They're like, oh, us not knowing gives us a chance to make it seem like something is true when we know it's not. That's just disrespectful, man. It's disrespectful to anybody's intelligence. Like, at all.
What if the people have no intelligence?
When they don't have any intelligence, they use those videos to make it seem like something's gonna happen. Let me see what this... 5 days ago, somebody different posted Cyberpunk 2077 PS5... Wait up, Nintendo Switch 2 versus PS5 Pro.
Ooh.
Let me see. Yeah, let me go see. Oh yeah, that's right. We might be going to war. I started seeing all these new advertisements. We might be going to
And
war soon.
why do people seem to
Here we
think that?
go. Here we go. Here we go, Truewiddy. He doing a comparison between PS5 Pro and Nintendo Switch 2. Let's see what's going on the going downs. There's a lot more people in the streets on PS5 Pro. There's almost like next to nobody in the streets on the Switch 2 version. It's so empty. Y'all can look at that. Look at this. Look, I gotta get the chat off the screen. Sorry guys. We gotta make the chat disappear. I want y'all to take a look. Right? I want y'all to take a look at this shit. Take a look at this shit. Right? Do you see what I see? Do you see what I see? I see a city that looks like it's full of people on the left side, which is the PS5 side, PS5 Pro side, and then on the Switch side, there's almost nobody there. Again, I love when Nintendo fans use information from content creators that are just trying to convince these guys to click on their videos and give them a like so they can make a quick buck and not understand that these guys are setting them up for the biggest L's they've ever taken.
Did everyone go did everyone like go into their bunkers on the Switch version?
The Switch 2 can't handle shit. And on this scene, and look at this scene, we see a kid model over on the PS5 Pro version. We see so many people that are running into each other. On the Switch side, empty. Just really lovely. It's just lovely that you can really compare the two games. Yeah, the fuck out
That's
of
what
my
I'm
face.
saying. That's what I'm saying. They go the Switch version. Did the Switch people go into the bunker or something?
And you paying $70, bro. You paying more money for their version. Oh my god. Look at how you walk with a gun. You don't even sway. Oh my god. There's animations that are missing.
Bro, did they dip in the bunker or some shit? Like,
The only good thing that I think about Cyberpunk for these types of comparisons is that they have cross progression. So you'll be able to carry your character from Cyberpunk from PS5 to all the way over to Switch. So you can do these type of comparisons.
bro, the guns on the Switch looks like
I noticed one thing. There's better skin.
plastic.
There's better skin on the face over here than over here. There's some textures, a lot of textures missing. I think the more you zoom in, you'll see more things are just missing on Switch. This is PS5 right here. You can see that mole and everything. You can see it over here, but it's kind of faded. There's less details on the lips over here. There's more detail on the lips over here. Again, same exact character model. So there's nothing, no fuckery going on. Again, same game save. I do, again, I say again also. We have to understand they use game save progression. So if you played the game on Xbox, PC, or even PlayStation, you can you can transfer your save to Switch, and thus, if you want to, do an accurate comparison. Now, it'll suck for you because you're buying a Switch and then you gotta turn around and pay $70 for a downgraded version of Cyberpunk. Me, I'm not going to buy the Switch, and I don't feel that I need to do these types of comparisons because they're already been done. But I do like it.
God damn, even the color.
Yeah, the 60 frames per second is just way better.
the Nintendo Switch 2 is 1080p, targeting 40 FPS, which is from like 600p. You could also do a 30 FPS target and you get just a little bit more of an internal resolution, but that's kind of what we're going for here. So 40 FPS is a very cool frame rate option that I actually really like seeing on different platforms. I'd love to see a 40 FPS mode arrive on Cyberpunk for the other consoles because it would be very interesting to get.
Why would you? I'm confused. Why would you want 40 frames per second when you have 60? I mean, my eyes are looking at both of the screens, and I like the left side better than the right side because the right side is fucking up my eyes. Like,
Hey guys,
hey, what's going on, Brian? How you doing today?
I'm doing okay. Had a rough weekend.
Are you good?
Yeah, well, my job and stuff.
Okay, we gotta keep that to yourself. You don't want nobody to know about your private information on the live stream. We gotta keep
My
it
bad.
gaming. We'll talk about it later, okay?
All right, brother.
Yeah, just want to keep. I want to keep your privacy. You know, your identity and stuff private.
Oh, yeah, I
You
want to
shouldn't
say is
give
I
too.
miss.
Yeah, you shouldn't give any of that detail out. Like me, you know, what my job is destroying
Mhm.
Xbox. That's what that's what I go with.
Those Xbox. Oh yeah, them Xbox
So
dudes are bad.
back to this. 60 is better than 40, but this guy says he hopes that more platforms introduce 40. I don't think
What?
anybody has said they want to see 40 frames per second. I feel like that's something that we don't want to see.
What's 40
Hell
frames?
no.
Like,
Some of the RT effects with a higher
I wouldn't want no 40 frames per second.
40 FPS kind of evenly fits into, like, you need 120 Hz display in order to do so, but it kind of fits nicely into that experience. So yeah, that's kind of what we got.
Nah,
yeah,
he said
yeah,
because
yeah,
you know because of the ray tracing and the
yeah,
4K.
Prince
I'm
G.
like,
Jay works on
no.
the front lines. Jay works on the
The
front
front
lines.
lines are pissing these guys off year after year.
So this is really quite interesting because, like, from a combat perspective.
Nah, bro, because once you get into combat, I can see the Switch version is lagging like shit, and he doesn't even have a frame rate counter. You can see the frames dropping over there. On PlayStation 5, on the left side, you can see the frames are not dropping.
It's still running and it's still playing. In fact, a handheld quote unquote can deliver this sort of an experience is really quite interesting. But I think you'll notice a lot of
Prince G said you a soldier.
fidelity decreases, less amounts of
Oh,
NPCs
shit.
on the streets. The traffic is different too. For instance, in the far distance on the Switch 2, traffic becomes literally like 2D images. It's neat how they've done that because you won't really notice unless you're specifically looking. But it's really quite fascinating. At the same time, the Switch
Yeah, the Switch is having issues running this. I can tell. How the hell they think they're gonna charge 70 for this?
Looking here, and you know, there's variations in how the density of NPCs works in this game, but you know, it is a lot quieter and a lot more dead on the Nintendo Switch 2.
He said it's a lot quieter and a lot more dead on the Switch too when you're running around the city.
It's definitely quite noticeable.
Of course. Nigga, you don't see nobody.
I'm not really understanding how people got tricked into paying $70 for this on the Switch and how they justify it. That's what I find funny. You can't justify 720p 30.
Nigga, you see like one or two people at a time on the Switch version in the streets.
Now, the benefit here, though, I will say in some scenarios, is the
Look like you only see one person, and there's another person in the distance, and then another one person. They're all scattered, bro. They're like, hey, at least this. Hey, you know what, Jay? You know what, Jay? I'm gonna just say this. At least on the Switch version, these niggas are work. These niggas are gone to work, nigga. I ain't gonna lie. Every city member is working, nigga. You don't see them on the street at all, nigga.
Yeah.
Old cities doing legitimate work,
No,
nigga.
they're not at work. They're dead. They don't exist. They got snapped out of existence by Thanos. That's the only way that the city would be that fucking dead.
Bro.
Which game is this?
Cyberpunk
Cyberpunk on the
2077.
Switch.
It's running on that Switch too.
On the
Yep.
right hand side, on the left hand side is PS5 Pro.
Man, Switch 2 is weak. But for a portable system, it's okay. But for a
Bro,
console,
it literally took forever to even catch up, bro. What the heck? It
but
was like,
it's weak.
It's very weak.
what? Wait,
I'm
are they
sorry,
like,
I'm not.
hold on, is the
I'm
Switch
sorry to
version
get the
like five
PS5
seconds
Pro.
behind?
Disappointing for the other platforms, but until we get some kind of upscale out of those,
Is the Switch version like 5 seconds
People,
behind?
but then again,
On my
people don't
Switch?
buy Nintendo for third party. They just buy it for the
Exactly,
exclusive.
but that's why third party developers are frustrated that their games aren't
Mm-hmm.
selling. Again, you wasted all that time to put all that, that information out
Mm-hmm.
there and to make a port of a game that couldn't run on the older one, and you're expecting to get
Jay,
that money.
Jay, hold
But you're
on.
not.
Is it me
Mm-hmm.
or is the Switch version like 5 seconds behind the left side, the right side, 5 seconds behind the left
You
side?
might be right because again, one's gonna be 60 and one's 30 frames, so it makes sense that one's slower. So now when it comes to like Zelda, it looked like when it came to Zelda,
You paying 70 for that?
Zelda looks like it's a little bit better. Yeah, the
Mm-hmm.
pixels look way better on Zelda. But see, that's the thing. Like if they released a patch, it's gonna look better. But that's the thing. They didn't release these patches for everybody, but they did release it for the first parties. Like, Mario got a update too. Let me see. Look at that. Mario got a massive update. This is what it looked like on the Switch. And this is what it looks like on the Switch too. It's a massive resolution update. But again, Nintendo's not going to do this all the time. They're not going to support the backwards compatibility all the time. We already know this. If the Switch 2 is not going to do it by itself, they're not going to be issuing these updates all the time for every game. And they have a lot of games from like past generations. Remember, they did this initiative to kind of basically try to make money off of the Wii U games, and they re-released them on the Switch as like remasters or whatever to get more money. It was but they still updated it. Wow, look at how different that shit looked. Jesus. That's crazy. Bro, what? I can't believe what you guys were playing. Like, Nintendo fans, man, welcome to 2013, bro. Welcome to 2013, because y'all motherfuckers, man, y'all fuck y'all eyes completely up. Just worshiping and defending Nintendo for 7 straight years. Like, and y'all still doing it, but God, at least it looks a little bit better. Damn.
I think the Nintendo Switch might be my last console.
Hey man, that's up to you, man. Thanks for sharing, but that's up to you. And I
like,
keep that. Everybody has the freedom to buy whatever system y'all want. Don't let my fucking opinions sway you. But yeah, man, that's up to y'all, man. If y'all look, anybody, they go for anybody, not just Brian. If you want to spend your money on a Nintendo system or any of the games, do it. But don't hop online. Do not hop online and try to make it seem like you did a good thing. Don't do that. Don't announce it to other people. Oh, I got a Switch 2 and it's better than this system. Nah. Just announce that you got a Switch 2 and you're enjoying your games and keep it at that. Because other than that, you're inviting a challenge that you can never fucking win against other console owners. Even if you got an Xbox Series X, like, it's just not happening. Nintendo really sucks for giving their players the bare minimum for so many years.
Mm-hmm.
For 7 to 8 years, you had to deal with
blinding
graphics.
Jay, we're gonna be on PlayStation 7 while Nintendo finally reaches PlayStation 5 levels.
Might be. You might be right about that.
Oh my goodness.
Beautiful. Mario Odyssey's also been patched, and this was mostly advertised as game share, with the tech
Bruh.
enhancements.
Prince G said, I'm gonna buy you a Switch then and sell it to you. It's not even a Switch 2, nigga. This nigga said the Switch.
Look at the resolution.
Oh no, he did say the Switch 2.
What you say, man?
No, Prince G said he's gonna buy you a Switch 2 and send it to you, Jay.
If you do that, I'll cover it. If you don't worry about it. When Sick Humor sent me that Xbox, I covered it. If somebody sends me a Switch 2, I got no obligation but to cover it. But I'm not asking for one. But if I'm sent one, I have to cover it. That's the type of gamer I am. I'm going to take that shit through the ringer. I think this guy did a better fucking analysis.
This nigga said Mario Kart World barely looks early PS4. Damn, bro, what you say? Hold on. What if on PlayStation when PlayStation 6 comes out, they just go straight to PlayStation 4 Pro, nigga. I'll be like, yo, that's crazy. If that's what they do, bro, that's crazy. If that's what they do, just go straight to PS4 Pro.
Nintendo Switch games have been given a free Nintendo Switch 2 patch. This
Truewiddy, whenever you get on TEKKEN tomorrow. Today I got to do some little testing.
I'm already home.
You're always
nice.
You're always on TEKKEN. I don't know why you're on TEKKEN.
We have fights to meet him.
I know.
Awesome, bro.
Was the game fight you too? I just wonder.
You should join in. I keep telling you that we need to do a
I would love to join in, but the
way,
last time, I gave you an L and you didn't accept it, so
Nigga, I'll whoop your ass and you know it, and you just don't want to find me, Jay. That's how you running, Jay.
Man, I got the video on my fucking YouTube channel in the short section. You get your ass whooped by King that I controlled, and it is what it is. And you tried to come back with the kicking guy, and the kicking guy got his ass wrestled. And I gave you the RKO, and you got fucked up pretty bad, buddy.
Got your W, but you lost the whole entire time.
Are you issuing me a LW challenge right now? Right now.
LW challenge. I'll fight you right now.
If I beat you, you get L's for life. No matter what. I don't care how much of a big W you get. It's an L.
Bro,
let's do it. And if I lose,
oh boy,
I don't know.
You ain't going to. Yeah, exactly. You don't even want to.
Because nobody knows.
Do we get PlayStation trophy?
Imagine being the YouTube channel. He had to hold his own belt.
Where am I fighting? Where am I fighting games at? A Tekken 8. Well, send me an invite.
Let me send. I didn't even know the game. Hold on. Let me say this. Say Death Stranding.
I don't think I got any new characters or anything.
What are new characters?
Eddie's there, but I don't feel like buying Eddie. Because I liked Eddie as representation back then when I was a kid. I was like, man, it's a black character. He's pretty cool. But now, I don't really give a fuck. Because you can customize any character and make them black, so it doesn't really matter no more.
No, don't tell me.
Hachi is fucking dope. I might get Hachi. Yeah, Hachi's a fucking legend now. Look, he got the beads and everything, bro. He's a fucking beast now. He been through it, bro. They brought my boy Hachi back. Yeah. Let's get back to the Sunday show part. I just wanted to clear the screen so you guys could see the Switch. And again, at the end,
Yes,
we
sir,
showed some
I am
really
a
good
Tekken
things
guy.
that they got some enhancements from the free updates, but not all games, are going to get those types of patches. Only their first party titles are really going to get that type of love.
Yeah, because when it comes to third party people, it be in their mercy to change the graphics, especially when they're dealing with
100%.
the limited of the hardware. That's why PS5 is going to be the lead on when it comes to
my boy
those really big heavy games.
Well, see, that's the thing. Tekken 8 is a Unreal Engine 5 game, but it has not been announced for Switch 2. I've noticed that the majority, if all Unreal Engine 5 games have not gone to Switch 2. I think we should keep an eye on that.
Yeah.
Because I haven't seen a single one. Not anything.
I haven't seen any yet either. I haven't seen any yet either. Like, honestly.
The only game that runs on Unreal Engine 5 that's on Switch is probably like fucking Fortnite. And they might not even be running that version. Let me go see what version. Oh, that's wrong. Clicked on the wrong video. If you know how to make a run or whatever, just make a run for me and you.
I'm making one.
Let me see. Nintendo Switch 2 versus PS5 Fortnite comparison. I highly doubt that's gonna be one. Nope, that's the gaming cow. You did that fucking 1 month ago. Nope. What we want to see is that shit running today, motherfucker. I hate when they do that bullshit. Show me shit from a month ago.
One thing I can say is
why is he comparing the PS4 version of Fortnite to the Nintendo Switch 2? No. See, that's that bullshit right there. That's that bullshit. Compared to the PS5. What the fuck are you afraid of?
Not gonna lie though, on PS5 is way beyond Switch 2 when it comes to power.
Of course.
This is PC.
Like it's like anybody that think is on level on the PS5, there's something wrong with them. Because Switch 2 is 3 point.
Just compared to PC, you already saw a significant downgrade.
But I mean, don't get me wrong, it's okay console for the exclusive, but when it comes to real boy games, PS5 is better for that. Or the PC, but PS5 for the best console.
Yeah. So one thing I'm noticing is, so are we confirmed? Nope. I'm not gonna ask you guys. I'm gonna ask Gemini. I want to know if it's confirmed for ray tracing first. Does Fortnite currently have ray tracing on the PS5 and PC version?
Yes, Fortnite currently supports ray tracing on both the PS5 and PC versions. On PC, Fortnite has supported ray tracing on PC for quite some time, especially with NVIDIA GeForce RTX GPUs. It offers features like ray traced reflections, shadows, ambient occlusion, and global illumination. To enable it, you typically need to set your DirectX version to DirectX 12 in the game's video settings and have a compatible GPU with updated drivers. NVIDIA DLSS can also be used to improve performance with ray tracing enabled. On PS5, while the base PS5 version of Fortnite uses a software-based ray tracing solution, Lumen, the PS5 Pro introduced significantly improved hardware-accelerated ray tracing. This hardware-accelerated ray tracing on PS5 Pro provides more realistic global illumination, reflections, including dynamic objects like your character and cars, and more stable lighting compared to the base PS5.
Okay, so yeah, there's ray tracing on PS5 and and PC. I don't think I don't think, if you're just looking at PS5 right here and Nintendo Switch, I don't think Nintendo has ray tracing. You can also see a lot more detail on the tree and also on the statue in the distance. When you go look at the rocks in the pond, there's much more detail. When you look at the rocks around the feet, you can see the PS5 version has more detail on the rocks. They're kind of popping out. On the Switch 2 version, the rocks are basically like flat, like a PS2 game. It's really good to see this, because these are the type of comparisons you want to see. You don't want to see the bullshit comparisons we saw from people that were biased. And again, remember, this is an Unreal Engine 5 game. It was not going to do everything that Unreal Engine 5 is doing. You can also see that the color of the cherry blossom tree is much more vibrant when it comes to the PS5 and PC. On Nintendo, it's kind of like a dullish. It's very dull. That pink is very dull.
I have a feeling that a lot of the third-party games are going to be cut down to the graphic. They're going to cut the graphics down on the Switch too.
Thank you for the observation, but that is always going to happen. That happened with the Switch. It's going to have to happen with the Switch
due to the power.
It's just it's just not as powerful.
They will long.
It's not even powerful as the PS4 Pro.
I don't think it's going to be getting a lot of games either. It's just from third party. It's just at a certain point in time, it's going to be like, well, we are supporting you. Your fans are not supporting us. It's kind of no point in bringing a game over there. Sorry, Truewiddy, I got to update something.
No, I'm good.
Something's got to be
okay. Good, bro. What people buy the Switch for just for Zelda, Mario's, that's about it.
Yeah, but with the hype of Nintendo, you may not know this, and the people in the chat also may not know this, but Nintendo is going to these developers in order to get big boy games, aka third-party titles. When they get these third-party titles, more mature gamers, ones that spend a lot of money on games, they may be thinking about going to actually buy a Nintendo system because their favorite big boy developer is finally putting those games on like Switch, right? So they're like, oh, okay, well, Cyberpunk is going to Switch, so that means Switch is like a good system, it's powerful, let me go buy the Switch. It's not until you buy the Switch you find out, no, it's crap. And the games are going to look like ass, especially third party. Once the truth of that information gets out, and it is going to get out, and it's going to spread very rapidly, a lot of the more mature gamers, ones that spend a ton of money on gaming, they're not going to buy the Nintendo Switch. And once they pull out, I would say before this holiday season, third-party developers are going to have massive amounts of second thoughts, second doubts. I'm not saying that right. I know I'm not. I'm sleepy as shit. And they're not going to go support the Switch for the next, let's say, 2-3 years. Because, again, the sales of their games right now are not warranting, hey, bro, let's keep going at it. They love us over here. No. They might love you over here, but they don't love you enough to buy your fucking game. And the fact that Nintendo is allowing you or forcing you to charge top dollar for old ass games, it's not going to fly with gamers that are giving you a chance years after they didn't give you a chance. And that means that they have already played these games. Why are they buying a Switch to play these games again? I can't fucking tell you. A lot of gamers do shit like that. But hey, it is what it is, man. They're not going to be there supporting these developers when they know these developers can't actually bring out great games or great looking games or great running games on Switch 2. So this is going to happen, man. I know people don't want to hear this shit, but this is the truth here. Truewiddy's my game's almost done. Yeah, Pokemon looks like ass. Like if we're being 100% honest, Pokemon has looked like ass so much. That's why Nintendo sued Power World, because Power World looks so much better than all their Pokemon games.
Totally, man. By the way, guys, can you guys hear my my TV my game? I'm apologize.
I can't hear it. Truewiddy, can you hear it?
Good.
No.
Okay.
That's good.
What are you playing?
I'm playing Fantasy Star. Fantasy Star Online too. New Genesis.
Yeah, that's 60
I'm doing a
frames.
raid.
That's refreshing.
Doing a raid with a lot of people. That's it's about 7 people that's in this raid.
Fair enough.
Okay, Truewiddy, I think I'm gonna be able to join you. Shit! I got 2 seconds left. There we go. Yeah, the last Pokemon game. Listen, I want y'all to understand. A lot of people that didn't like the last couple Pokemon games weren't PlayStation fans; they were Nintendo fans. So, put that in perspective.
One thing, the stuff Nintendo's doing though is kind of going to hurt their record of doing all that suing.
Okay, Truewiddy. Let's get up in here. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Can you hear me?
Yep,
okay,
I can hear you.
Cool. Let me join this session and see what we got. Truewiddy may kick my ass, but that means he's still getting an L.
What the fuck?
Sounds like you're ready to jump into the session and see what's happening, even if it means.
Ah, fuck you, Google. I wasn't even talking to you right there. If you win, I'll give you a good Easter egg. Come on, man, let's go. What are you waiting for? We got some fights to do and some news to cover.
My bad. I'm
gonna go with the red side. I'm gonna go left. Whatever side has red in it. I'm gonna go with that one. Customize slots. Oh, there we go. Oh yeah, the Legend of the Fallen right here. Let's see if I can defeat my arch enemy. I haven't played this game in 85 years, but let's go for the heart. Huh?
Why is it your arch enemy?
Because I take W's and get L's. I mean, you're the opposite. You know, We do
You're a dick.
opposite
You're,
things.
you're, you're a dick.
You hunt for L's, I hunt for W's. You
You're a
know.
dick.
Hold on, Truewiddy. Let me go turn on this audio so they can hear the sound effects of you maybe getting your ass whooped. We don't know. Hold on. Don't fight me. Let me go turn this audio back on. Fucking ass. Why did I go turn that shit off? There we go. Sorry. I think everything was good. That was my controller. Hold on. Everything good? 77 audio. Okay. I'm gonna make the chat disappear real quick if you guys don't mind, so you can see the full effect of Truewiddy maybe or maybe not getting his ass whooped. Where the fuck is the chat at? Okay.
Oh, that's what you do. Fuck, I didn't make it. Fuck.
Let's go. Let's fight.
I didn't make it to time unlimited.
Yeah.
Damn, timer. Fuck.
Who won?
I don't know.
Nice counter. Nice. Got me. You got me. My hand's cramping up. Fuck.
Round 3. Fight. Have no choice.
Damn, Jay. Okay.
You got me. Damn. Fucking hands cramping up. What the fuck? I'm getting old as shit. Truewiddy fucking winning.
I'll give you. Okay. God damn, Jay.
Fuck. That was lucky. Don't fucking count me on that. You got old man? Yeah, you do got old man. You fucking dope, man.
Not using, yeah. God damn, Jay.
Yeah.
Jay.
I don't know how the fuck I came. My hand's cramping like shit, bro.
The first match, we ran out of time.
Oh shit. A win is a win, bro. I'm gonna run away with this one. Yeah. I'm a little sick, man. Yeah.
Oh, please, don't be a bitch.
Oh shit, I got some news to cover. Nah, I think Truewiddy got that shit, bro. Like, I don't know, man. My hands cramped up though, but I did get a perfect on that one, so you gotta count that one. Damn, my hands cramping up. Fuck. Damn, what the fuck? I mean, I've been playing slow-paced RPGs and some other shit.
How's your hand cramping up, brother? You only have...
I work today, bro. You know, I'm manual labor, man. I do want to get back to those other topics. The other topics are really like just guesswork because, I mean, Xbox fans really want us to engage them with the new system that we really don't know all about. We know it's basically rumored to basically be a fucking PC dressed up as an Xbox. And then I recently talked to you on the phone about the new VR headset, but we don't know a lot about that.
I had barely enough time for the first fight.
Doesn't matter. A lose is a lose, man. It's all right. We're not going to tell anybody. It's not like anybody just watch this play. Come on, man. Cut it off. Always going to know. I mean, I'll go to like our favorite consultant on Xbox, not you. Call Eastwood.
Ain't no going to sold on Xbox.
I mean, he gonna say some rumor shit, and let me see what's going on. 3 days ago, he says shocking Xbox update coming 2025 hardware. Yeah, that's nothing. Never mind. He doesn't know shit. What about Dirt Briggity?
You really think Dirk don't know shit? Dirk really worth don't know shit. That nigga just follow his friend.
I'm just saying, if nobody's covering the things that people are running around the internet with, then they don't know shit. Then there's nothing. And that's why I'm not going to engage them about a future Xbox. We've been here before. Remember? 12 teraflops and see how that fucking shit turned out? Like, it's just not worth it. Like,
12 teraflops of power.
1 day ago, next gen Xbox console announcement has PlayStation fans angry. Wrong. I'm very confused. Like, y'all niggas hyping up a fucking PC that's gonna play PC games, bro. Like, I don't understand Xbox fans. Y'all like PC now, but you're not gonna buy a PC that you can currently buy or build, but you're gonna wait until Microsoft makes a PC and dresses it up like an Xbox. Like, I'm so confused.
Weird, bro. You dudes are weird. That's why.
You know, and then when he says PlayStation fans, he talks about one dude that calls himself Dreamcast guy, and the other guy that is an Xbox refugee, which is Tim Dog. Big respect to Tim, y'all.
No
so, like, bro, like if you talk about real PlayStation fan, we're not bothered. We're more confused about why you guys are hyping up a fucking PC. So the same shit with the new VR headset that I learned about, like, and which none of them are talking about. They're not gonna buy that. They're not gonna buy the handheld. They're loud, right? I think I got this down packed. They're loud, so we think there's a lot of them, but there's not a lot of these guys left. Like these guys, there's very few Xbox fanboys left. Yeah, so if Colt doesn't know what the fuck's going on, and Dirt is just fucking throwing dirt, and the motherfucker doesn't know what the fuck's going on, like, then there's nothing going on. Yeah, it's nothing going on, man. They don't know what the fuck's going on. I'm gonna disregard all the Xbox bullshit until we really know, because again, we've been here before with these fanboys. They are running around the internet for maybe a year or more with false information, trying to make it seem that it's a big W, trying their hardest to convince us that it's a W, and then when it finally comes out, it's not what it seemed. Now, with respects to the handheld, we quickly discovered that it was bullshit. And also respects to the VR, again, it's bullshit. It's a fucking VR headset with an Xbox logo. My question, though, is why do that? Because to the best of my knowledge, the current Xbox can't use VR. Wow, and this VR headset is going to be going to retailers in the next week or so. So that would be weird. There has been no updates, no firmwares. Like PlayStation, we had a PS4, right? And they gave us an update, and it magically started playing VR, right? We know about that, right? But we know PlayStation could do that. Xbox can't do that. They can't change what their system is once it's already out. They never have been able to do that. So I don't think it's going to happen now. I don't get it, man. I see that. I see they're tagging on with other people's creations. It's just so confusing when you really think about it.
This niggas are weird, Jay.
You say what?
I said these niggas are just weird.
They are weird. I'm going to disregard them until we get real tangible information, and that's why I haven't really engaged the Xbox fans as of late, because it's just why we don't have any real information on what's going on with Xbox, if it's gonna still be an Xbox or is it gonna be a fucking PC in disguise. It's not enough for anything. And Nintendo, is the king of handhelds. If Xbox tries to come out with a ROG Ally, I hope every single journalist compares it to the Switch 2. And I'll sit back and laugh. And that's what I want.
It'd be crazy, man.
I want to go take a look at this trailer so that you guys know that I took a look at the trailer. But from what the information I found out, we don't have a release date. We don't have a release year. And we've all been here before, and we've covered this type of shit before. When it doesn't have a release date, it doesn't have a release year, it could take anywhere between 1 year all the way to 10 years. Again, I remind you, Lost Soul Aside has actually been in development for 10 years with multiple delays. The better a game looks, and it's not by a Sony studio, the longer that shit gonna take to come out. I think Black Myth did that too. Like Black Myth, after we had saw it, it took a while to come out. Black Myth Wukong announcement trailer. Let me see if they got Black Myth. So Black Myth Wukong official trailer. Nope. We don't want to know that. We want to know the official announcement trailer. 13 minutes of official gameplay. Nope. That's not the one I'm looking for. That's 4 years ago. I'm trying to look for the one when they actually announced it. That may be taking us farther back than 4 years. Black Myth Wukong announcement trailer. Maybe that one's at 4 years ago. Maybe that one is it. Trying to think. I think that might be it. Let me go to the announcement trailer from the official Black Myth official. I still don't think this is it, but let's go see how long. So I got to now. This was 2020. It came out in 2024, so 4 years. So after we saw it in 2020, it took 4 years, a little bit under 4 years, if we're being exact, because that was August of 2020. So yeah, the game that we're about to take a look at is Blood Message. It seems to have much higher production value than Black Myth. So you may want to put like 5 years in development on that. Again, remember, we're talking about an announcement trailer. And yes, some developers, just like PlayStation, they'll show gameplay in the announcement trailer. And then they, once they show that gameplay, people are like, oh man, it's coming out real soon. We've learned if it looks too good to be true, it might be too good to be true. This game is pure hype. A lot of people are going to say day one. Shit, I may end up saying day one after we watch it. It's giving me Uncharted vibes right now. It looks really good. I would assume that it's in Unreal Engine 5. I saw a little bit of combat earlier today. It looked real good, but this is my first time watching the entire trailer. I'm going to put the music low to 33. Oh, classic, sliding through the crack. They always have that. Combat looks real good. Real good. I'm definitely gonna pick this up on Switch too.
How y'all feel about the future of gaming?
The what?
What?
How y'all feel about the future of gaming so far?
The Fisher of Gaming. What is that?
The future, like the
Oh, the
Oh,
future.
future.
yeah,
I don't.
future.
I can't comment because we just don't have enough information. It's just like Xbox. Like we don't have enough information on new Xbox to actually form an opinion. Because our opinion
Right.
wouldn't even make sense next year when we have more information, or the following year where
Right.
we have more information. Like when I get enough information to form an opinion, I'll do that. I don't really like to talk about shit too far in advance that I end up looking stupid once we get the real information. So I'll wait.
Mm-hmm.
We really don't have a lot. Like we know
Well,
Xbox is making a new system, PlayStation making a new system, and Nintendo will probably be late because they just came out with theirs.
mm-hmm.
So I want PlayStation to focus more on exclusives next gen, and I could care less what Xbox does because whatever the fuck they do, I'm not gonna be there.
Whatever they do is still coming to PlayStation, so it doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
That's their goal. That's their plan going forward. So it doesn't matter what Xbox does. I mean, Sony keeps saying that if Sony stops putting games on PC, we still get their games. Doesn't matter.
Tell you what, I can't wait for Ghost of Yote.
Yeah, I can't wait till next month to see more gameplay. I can
Mm-hmm.
make up my mind on the day one purchase or
I'm
pre-orders.
pretty hyped for that one.
I have to see what they're gonna do.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait and see. I know everybody gonna automatically jump on it. I know it's an automatic day one for a lot of people, and it definitely should be for me. But again, with the
I just
political
need to see. I just
messaging
need to
and
see.
the social messaging that I know they will instill into a game like that, I want to be a little bit cautious. Okay, so they said
I
the
just want to see if there's going to be
bloodmessage.com
improvement.
coming to PC and consoles. No date, no season, no year, no nothing. They don't like. I'm excited, but I've been here before. Like, how excited can I be about an announcement that where the game may come out like 5 years later? Like, man, the fuck am I gonna get hyped every fucking year until the game actually comes up? Like, nah, fuck that shit, man. Fuck, I am way too tired of it. Like, nah, man. So, Blood Message looks great. Don't get me wrong, it looks amazing. We just
It's
gotta
a
have to wait
fact
and
that they
see.
need to like polish that game real good.
I don't know. Like, they showed a really good showing, but we don't have any indication of when it's coming out. So we don't know if it needs polish. We don't know when it's coming out. You know, it's just not enough information. This right here is what I talk about all the time. I see so many gamers like just go head first into these announcements, get so excited about it, and they themselves later on get disappointed with how long development is taking. I tell people, go into these announcements
All right.
with a open mind. Don't go into these announcements like, oh, it's good day one, because you may be waiting a while. You know, like, hey man, I'm ready for it. It's just I know it's not gonna show up anytime soon. The game looks way too good to be coming out next month, next year, or some shit like that. It's just not happening. Let me see. I'll put this over here. Wait, I I need a little bit more. I don't know if we could get any more information from that game, but it looks good. It's just when it gets closer to coming out, I can give more information on how I feel. But right now, it's just a. What y'all talking about? Oh yeah, politics. Yeah, I don't want to. I don't want any politics in my game. I don't want any social politics in my game. I don't want any social messaging in my game. I want developers to go back to making really good, fun, great games, and that's it. That's what I want. I don't want the bullshit.
If only it was that simple. If only that's all they thought that they would do that. It's so simple to do that. It's so simple.
What's the name? Oh man, I'm trying to figure out that damn.
Evolution takes centuries.
I really wish I knew what the name of that game was. Vampire game by Witcher developers. There it is.
Project
Dawnwalker. The Blood of the Dawnwalker gameplay. I do want to take a look at that. I heard that, yeah, the other day that some new gameplay was shown off. Let's go take a look at some gameplay. Dawnwalker is a day one. There's not enough games. There's not enough good movies or TV shows about vampires. And I think vampires are finally coming back with movies like The Sinners, with this game, Dawnwalker. It looks alright. Pre-beta in-game footage. Actual gameplay.
Legendary swords and a haunted onslaught. But today, we'll focus on showcasing our gameplay systems. We're starting on the outskirts of Svatra, the game's largest city and the capital of Vale Sangora. From here, we could head anywhere the eye can see, explore ancient ruins or sabotage vampire blood transports. But it's not just about where or when you go. It's also about how you approach the main quest and shape the story, making each playthrough uniquely your own. For now, we're following the road. Cohen is on his way to the city's cathedral, chasing leads about a powerful weapon said to be hidden in its crypts. But first, we'll have to deal with some bandits who camped out by the main road. Traveling through Vale Sangora is never boring. The world is dense with quests, random encounters, and locations steep in lore. This will be a great opportunity to show you our combat system. Our goal was to make the player feel like a real swordmaster who closely observes his enemies. We'll begin this fight by using acrid dust to stun one of the enemies. Now, when you attack, you choose one of four directions: up, down, left, or right, in order to hit the opponent where he's unable to parry. And similarly, when defending, you have to take note of the enemy's intent and the direction of the attack. On the left side of the screen, just above Cohen's health, you have activation charges that will be filled in with each successful attack, block, and parry. Once they are full, you can use one of the active abilities which allow you to take a more tactical approach to fighting. We started the fight by throwing some acrid dust. And now let's cast Burning Blood. It's a hex which boils the enemy's blood and burns their skin, dealing physical damage over time. Alright, time to finish this fight. Let's use the final activation charge to cast the artery attack, which actually decapitated the last opponent. Our hero quickly dispatched the bandits, so let's loot a few items they've left behind and open the inventory. First of all, let's replenish our health by eating something, and then take a closer look at this cool-looking weapon we just picked up. Ah, it has better stats than our current weapon, so let's equip it right now. We've also leveled up, so let's use this opportunity to spend the
Looks
newly
solid so
acquired
far.
skill
Looks
point
good.
in one of Cohen's skill trees. The skills in the Blood of Dawnwalker are divided into 3 trees. One for human,
Is this the new
one for
Witcher? Is this the
vampire,
new
and one shared
game from the
between
Witcher
two.
developer?
Yes.
We also have an active abilities panel. We can use it to unlock additional abilities to use during combat. Note that during the day, the health bar is not regenerating. You need to find consumables like the one we've just eaten. The hexes we've just used also consume some of Cohen's health. Be aware of that. The way our magic system works, there's always a price to pay for manipulating reality. But we can make it sting a bit less. Let's level up the Frugal Witchcraft skill, so next time we'll cast a hex, it'll consume fewer of Cohen's health points.
Okay, let me look at
Now
this.
that we've wrapped up the encounter with the bandits, we can be on our way to get inside the city. Right now, Cohen hasn't done enough to ruffle the Vampire Lord's feathers, so the gods will just wave us through. But the more damage you cause, the more suspicious and aggressive they'll become. So when you play the game yourself, you'll have to decide whether you want to challenge the vampires openly, or lay low until you're ready to strike and surprise them.
It's even bigger than I remembered. And it's grander than before.
Hey Jay, I want to say this is the best stream ever, bro.
The Kanyaz doesn't deny the old faith.
What you say?
I'll
This
say I
is
had
the
a good
rich
time with you
district of
guys in the
city,
stream.
Silberkreis.
Oh, no
There's
problem, man.
also
We still
Altenmarkt, Neustadt,
Just,
and the Middens.
Just watching
Each
this
of the
gameplay
boroughs
real
has
quick.
its own feel
Had the
and
sound
character.
on.
Nice.
This actually looks good.
Yeah, it looks good. I was thinking to myself, right now, there is a race against time bringing this game out before Witcher 3,
Living high
Witcher
over the
4,
city
or
is
Witcher
Francis'
4
cousin,
bringing their game out before
Greigor.
this.
He took
Whatever
it
the
over
gamers
when
get their
he
hands on
slaughtered the
first is
human
going to
ruler
give
of
them
the
a
valley,
different
Skender,
perspective on the
as shown
developers
in the trailer we
and what
shared
they
with
want.
you earlier in
Seeing
January
that
this year.
this game
In order
actually
to
has a
complete
good
the main
build,
quest
it's
and
already
save
have
your
an engine
family,
it's working
you'll have
on,
to storm the castle
and that the Witcher
alone
team
or
had to
with
switch
help
their
of
engine from the
friendly
cinematic
NPCs.
to what we saw,
We could do it
and
right
what we
now
saw
if
wasn't
we
even
wanted,
real.
but
This,
it
this,
would be
yeah, but
It may
this,
take a lot
this
longer
is
for
real
Witcher
though.
4. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm
You
saying.
know, which this
If-
will come up
Ally
before
Bank's
Witcher.
smart savings
That's
tools
the
can
thing.
help you save
That's
2
what I'm
times
trying
more.
to say is that
For the things that are
if Witcher
doubly
4
important.
isn't good and this comes out
That's
before
why we're the
it,
bank
man,
that's
that's
your ally.
unfortunate. They better stay away from any woke thing because that's gonna hurt.
If you've been injured in a car accident and it's someone else's fault, you could be owed significant compensation. Remember, you have a lawyer.
This is
The
not
lawyers at
worth it,
Science
man.
and Kirk only get paid if you get paid. Click the link
Get out my
below.
fucking screen. Fuck. I've definitely noticed way more advertisements on my live stream. I mean, on videos I watch. Like,
Oh yeah, definitely.
like
They're not playing around.
yeah, they're
Let's
not
check
playing
them.
around, bro.
the cathedral is really close. There's plenty of other places.
There was
to
one
see
video I watched and
things to do
I
here.
got
a
like
couple of inns, a medic,
advertisements
a blacksmith,
almost every
an
2
armorer,
minutes.
and
It was-
other merchants.
It was insane. It almost made me not want to watch the fucking video no more.
You can see that not only the vampires came out of the shadows. This creature on the right is called an Uriash. Look around, especially at night.
This is giving
and
me
you'll learn
Elder
humans
Scrolls
have
vibes.
Lots to fear,
And,
not just the vampires.
What's that game called? Dragon Age? Like old school Dragon Age? I think that's a beautiful mix. So we got
And here we can see
Dragon
guards standing
Age,
on some poor guy's doors.
Elder Scrolls, and Witcher.
What other game gave you a time limit though? That's the thing.
Well, there have been games that
It's
have
just one of
implemented
many
that
different
to a degree,
community
but
scenes
not
we're
like
implementing in the game.
strictly.
Watch them closely
So,
when you play.
but you still
as
can play
they
different
might
ways.
point you to new quests
I
and
think it's
hidden
more of an
treasures,
experience, and
or
yeah,
signal
I think
changes
it could
in the
be a
game's
very
world.
big turnoff for certain gamers, but I'm up for the challenge. I'm up for something new. But I also know how much I like to fuck around, so
It's a prayer.
I might have
Yeah,
to
you
play
may
this
not
shit
be
multiple times.
you may not be able to fuck around like that though. They
Yeah.
don't really, yeah, they don't give that option because,
Okay,
nigga.
we are at the cathedral gates. Again, since Cohen isn't yet wanted by the vampire regime,
I don't want to miss out
and
on
it's
this game
daytime,
because
we
of
can
my
simply
playstyle.
walk
So I'm not.
inside.
When this game comes out, I'm gonna be there. I'm not
I
afraid.
think it looks dope.
Yeah,
I think it looks dope.
I'm not afraid of the time limit, bro. I'm good. I played tons of demos and betas that had time limits. I'm good.
That's not the time that everyone's talking about.
I know what they're talking about, and it's still relevant.
A new life
You get around that
joins
shit.
our flock, bringing happiness to its parents and to the
Oh
congregation.
no, loading screens. Oh.
Natus exsanguine est. Alitur
No loading screens, yeah, at Elder Scrolls. No loading screens, yeah, at Elder Scrolls flashbacks. When you
Oh, when you go through doors and stuff.
yeah.
She dead or she sleep? Oh, she praying. Oh fuck.
Don't I know you from somewhere, young man?
This looks really good. Like really, really good.
Yeah, it does.
They definitely put their best foot forward showing this shit off.
Perhaps. My memory isn't what it used to be. Come
I think
with
if the
me.
game came out looking like this right now, I would still buy it. Yeah.
Thank you, but I have no need for confession.
And this is what I like to see from developers. Show us that real raw gameplay. Don't show us none of that bullshit. It's not going to make it into the game, or show us the bullshit. It's not going to end up looking like that. Show us the real shit.
My soul shouldn't be your priority.
I won't press the matter. You are quite correct. I have many other duties to attend to.
Yeah, I said vampires.
Remember that in order to be saved,
They're going to be vampires in this game. And you're going to be a
Well,
partial
that's what it's based
vampire.
on.
included.
Yeah, somebody was
I
asking a
hope we can
question
speak
in the
again
chat.
soon. Good day to you, Cohen.
What we saw right here was just
This
one of
looks
many
really
cutscenes
good.
we recorded for the game, which smoothly transitioned into a dialogue scene. We use cutscenes to highlight key scenes or showcase interesting bits of lore. Like this blood baptism. Creepy, isn't it? The core feature
Yeah,
of the
but with all
Blood
these
Dawnwalker
cutscenes, it's
is
not
the
going to eat
dual
up into your
gameplay.
game, into your
Remember,
time.
Cohen may be a human during the day.
I have no
but
idea how
he
that's going to
turns
work,
into a
but
vampire
I
at
guess there's
night
something to worry
and
about,
has
but
a different set of skills
they haven't
at
really
his disposal.
specified if
And
time
this
stops
is
during the
just
cutscene.
one variable that
Or
affects
not.
our quests. Depending on when you tackle a particular quest, what choices you've made earlier, whom you befriended, or whom you've angered,
Rescue your
gameplay and
family,
story
22 days
experience
left.
will be very, very different. So each quest is a complex structure with multiple possible paths leading
I wonder
to
if
the
it's
goal.
real time,
We
you know, like,
maximize
is it
players'
real
freedom
time
and agency, offering you a narrative
that goes
sandbox
by,
to
or is
play
it
in.
video game time?
I wonder what secrets
You know
are
what I'm saying? Like
hidden
20,
just
like
beyond
each day
Cohen's
is
reach.
24 hours. That
And
would be
how
cool.
do we get there? It's
That would
impossible
be
to
cool,
do
actually.
during the day, but come night, it's an entirely different story. Let us explain
Yeah, the
what we
day
mean
you
by
start the
taking our
game of the
current
day,
quest
the
as an
timer
example.
starts. Yeah,
During the day, we got inside the cathedral without any
yeah,
problems,
the third day
since
game
it's
starts.
open for all to see and Cohen doesn't yet stand out from the crowd. The scaffolds, though, are outside of his reach. But climbing them won't be a problem for the vampire, who has many more exploration.
So they're gonna
abilities at
show
his
the
disposal.
same gameplay
Bear in
but at
mind,
night
Cohen
time.
has not completed the quest yet. What's more, there are still a few clues to be found in order to solve this story.
Damn,
It's
that
worth
blood
mentioning
moon looks
that
amazing.
Narrative
It's like 2
Sandbox
moons in the
also
sky.
means
That
we may
shit
completely
crazy.
abandon this quest and follow a different path to defeat Brenson.
This shit look
For
good.
today, we're focusing on the
For
gameplay
like
part.
pre-beta.
So let's see how we could
This
tackle
looks
this
really
particular
good.
quest during the night. We're starting.
Yeah, this
right
is
after
this is a day
as a
one.
vampire on
They
the
said
rooftops
something
of
about a
Sparta.
not problem
Right
for the
now,
vampire.
we
What,
have
I
22
didn't
days
catch what he
left
said.
to complete this
You were
goal.
talking.
This counter is always displayed and you will be warned each time it's pushed forward. So you have to be aware of the time, and it's more of a resource you will be spending than a racing clock. As a vampire, you'll see and experience the world from a different perspective. You can travel quickly and easily access places beyond
Oh, you
the
have
reach
access
of
to
regular
vampire
humans.
skills at night.
Let us show you what we mean. This is Shadow Step, a unique vampiric ability
You have Shadow
allowing
Step.
Cohen to jump to almost any place within his reach. Now, let's take a good look around using the focus mode.
Focus mode.
This
is nice. I
ability
like it.
highlights objects of interest and loot.
Nice.
And there is something right here.
Oh yeah, this is day one, bro. I like this. Yeah, it's
This
simple,
time it's
straight to
just
the point. I
items to
fucks with
grab,
it. It's
but
day one.
On other occasions, who knows?
Yeah.
You might come across a hidden quest.
Because again, the last
Looks
couple
like our
times,
health is quite low.
console
This is
gamers,
because as a
you know,
vampire, your health
we had
bar
to deal
also
with
represents your hunger
CD
level.
Projekt Red.
And
They
you
fucked us
start
over, man.
each night thirsting
They
for
fucked us over with Witcher
Remember,
3.
Oh, yeah.
I don't
to
care what
quench
other
this
people say.
appetite
Witcher
in
3 was
order
not
to
what
make
was
full use of your
advertised.
vampire abilities.
It was a complete
Hey,
downgrade compared to what they were showing.
Neither was Cyberpunk.
Otherwise, you may end
Exactly.
up draining
Cyberpunk was a
someone in
massive
But a lot
downgrade.
of people were like, no, Witcher 3 was good because it won Game of the Year.
Remember when they showed off
Maybe
Cyberpunk?
on
You were able to
someone who's
you were able
standing
to
all alone.
once you get
Like
down
this drunkard.
into the. Jeez, hold on.
Let's grab him and use Voracious Bite ability. Unless you lose control due to hunger, you get to decide how much blood to drink. You can
Oh,
drain
no,
just a
that's
bit
dope.
and
You
knock
get to
your
decide
victim
how much
unconscious,
blood to drink?
or go all the way and kill them.
Wow.
And if
Bro,
you're
this is
adamant
Game of the
about
Year. I
hurt
like
innocent
this. I like
humans,
this so much. That's
you
so
can
dope.
drink from animals and some other.
You can drink from animals too? Oh, that's awesome. That's so cool.
You can't help but wonder if
Oh,
you're
I fucks
receiving
with
the
this.
latest
Yeah, that's day one.
Oh shit,
That's day fucking one.
man!
What's
this
the
is
name of
real
this
good.
game? The name of this game is called The Blood of the Dawnwalker. It's by the developers that made The Witcher 3. Again, the name of the game is Dawn of the Bloodwalker. I'll put it in the chat just in case you're thinking about asking me again. The name of the game is called Blood of the Dawnwalker. We're looking at Blood of the Dawnwalker gameplay.
Remember,
Blood of the Dawnwalker. That's the name of the game.
Remember,
See, this is why y'all
was-
should not be leaving the chat every 5 fucking minutes, and then you keep missing shit. You come back and you ask questions that everybody already knows. Dawnwalker.
Remember when they showed off the Cyberpunk in the beginning? You were able to hold on to walls and all that shit.
I don't remember that far back, but I remember that everybody hyped it up, and I got hyped, so I picked it up day one. And
Yeah, 'cause
there were many times where I do get hyped up because you guys hype me up, and I try, like, over the years, it doesn't happen anymore. But
if you watch the early footage of when you were able,
they had a wall hugging ability.
Yeah, that wall, not the wall hugging. You used to put the mantis blades in the wall and hang from the ceiling, so you can do stealth attacks.
And they took that out of the final game.
Everything was taken out. Everything they did there was taken out of the final game. Every single thing. Nigga,
what I didn't like is that
cutscenes.
from what I saw from all the trailers, when I got the game, it wasn't like that. I also didn't like the fact that, like, things around the scenery, grass, water,
Hey.
all of that was downgraded compared to what I was already getting on the PS4 with different exclusives. And I was just severely disappointed at the lack of quality I was receiving. I think I traded the game in that later on that week or the week after. I just couldn't fuck with it. Because again, when you already get something good, you don't want to fuck with something like that.
Chris G says, the blood of Xbox sound better. That's what.
To be closed for the night, and the entrance gate is well guarded. Let's find another way in.
When is this even coming out?
I don't have any information on that.
Shadows
they're not giving any
Gemini though. I'm pretty sure they're not gonna have any information on that either.
Con can also use plane shift.
I'm pretty sure they probably haven't given no
and
release.
even ceilings.
I can't give you information. If Google doesn't know, I don't
This
know.
will allow us to explore
I can lie to you and say next year, but I don't like to lie to people.
Oh, like
when is Blood of the Dawnwalker coming out?
It appears you might be asking about The Blood of Dawnwalker, which is an upcoming action role-playing game, not a comic book called Blood of the Dawnwalker. The Blood of Dawnwalker game. This game is scheduled to release for PlayStation 5, Windows, and Xbox Series X/S in 2026. It was announced in January 2025, and a gameplay trailer was released during the Xbox Game Showcase 2025. If you were indeed looking for a comic book, there is a comic series called Blood Hunt by Marvel Comics, which has various tie-in issues. There's also a Blood Rain Tokyo Rogue comic with cover art by Dawnwalker from 2008. If you have more specific...
It says next year. From what I'm seeing right here, I could believe it. But I also don't think this game I say it all the time. It doesn't need to come out anywhere near Grand Theft Auto. No matter how good this game is, no one will know how good it is if it's anywhere close to Grand Theft Auto. I'm just leave it there, man. I don't know when in 2026 it's coming out. Gemini just says it's coming out next year. But my God, bro, this game is too good to be overshadowed by Grand Theft Auto. And I know Grand Theft Auto 6, we've all been waiting for it. But there's going to be a lot of great games, and I don't want them to be overshadowed.
I agree, 100%.
The oldest vampire in Vale.
So at nighttime, you have access to vampire powers, basically.
Let's descend and check what's going on.
Maybe in the daytime too, because he's a Dawnwalker like Blade, so he can be a vampire to walk in the daylight.
Your health doesn't regenerate in the daytime, so that makes sense.
Oh yeah.
Don't think I don't see.
Oh, look at that ugly bitch.
Shadows. Come out.
He doesn't look like someone that could be a vampire. Though, to be quite fair. Look at his face.
Who are you?
It doesn't matter.
There's also a time limit on deciding how to answer certain interactions with people. I like it.
Oh, no, that's taking tips from Cyberpunk.
I really like the combat. It's giving me like Batman vibes to a degree.
When in vampire form. Blood guards are dual-wielding opponents. Their attacks are pretty strong. Of course, even when fighting with claws, combat is still directional.
Oh, when you fight, you can switch to your claws. You don't need a weapon sometimes. You can just use your claws to claw them up. That's pretty dope. Oh, you cut off his arm too. Nice.
Only after defeating all three of the blood
dismemberment
deems Cohen worthy of a challenge, and she descends to face him.
Yep.
She uses her blood control powers to cast a multitude of attacks, like her that hit Cohen from left and right.
Jay.
Xanthi is
Yeah,
protected
what's up,
by
man?
a powerful vampire ability.
I was about to say, you and my
Once your
friend
stamina
YouTube
runs
names
out,
are both
Khan will have an
similar.
opportunity to strike and deal some
Oh,
damage.
okay.
But be careful, because
Yeah.
Xanthi is
But yeah, man, that
capable
game
of
looked
that, and she
dope
will
so
also
far.
try
But if
to
it come
assert
close
her
to
love.
Grand Theft Auto,
Meanwhile, look at the indicator
man.
just below her health and stamina.
Mm-mm.
It's a timer for the
But you know
boiling
me,
blood skill that
once that
you've seen in the
GTA come
CGI
out, I'm not
trailer.
gonna be playing
So,
other games
if we
besides
don't
GTA
hurry,
6.
the timer goes down to 0, and Cohen will eventually
But
explode.
I'll probably come on it sometimes, but GTA 6 be my
Remember,
main
we
one.
were only mid-game here, and Xanthi is one of the game's most punishing enemies. Defeating her right here and right now is very much possible, but it would be hellishly difficult. A fun challenge for hardcore players. Otherwise, we could load the game and explore the cathedral without drawing her attention. Or try to get to her while she's not surrounded by bodyguards. Xanthi, like all other vampire allies, has her own questline. Explore it,
Oh, they drained all
and
your
you
blood
can
and
learn
killed
more
you.
about her past, motivations,
Actually,
and
what did
maybe
they do?
even
I can't
try to
even hear.
reason with her. What you do is entirely up to you. Remember, our design principle is the narrative sandbox. There is no difference between main quests and side quests. There's just different stories that you weave together into your own unique adventure. But that's coming in 2026. For now, I'd like to thank you for joining me on this
2026, okay.
gameplay
They
video
reconfirm it.
presentation. We've just
Wish
shown
list
you
it
a tiny
today.
glimpse.
I like what I'm seeing, man. It's like The Witcher 3
Yeah,
the
it
way
does
that
look-
I always envisioned it to be. Like, the way you fucking showing it is
Yeah.
the way I expect it to be when I play it. And I didn't get that. Now again, I'm guessing they were running it on PC. Hopefully they got a really good version running on consoles, because I will keep my eye on them. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't trust nobody coming from nobody coming from CD Projekt Red, because they burnt us too much. I mean, I know people don't like to say that we got burnt with Witcher 3 because they hype it up and because it was Game of the Year, but man, what they showed us was not what we got on consoles. And I feel like it was a major fucking downgrade. And they never fixed it. They never tried to, and I can't trust these dudes like that, man. Can't trust them. It's gonna be a dope ass game. Yeah, it's gonna be a fucking dope game. I'm ready for it, bro. I'm ready for it. They got a lot of fucking screenshots here, Truewiddy. On the wishlist page. They got a lot of screenshots here. Yeah, they're ready. Oh, Bandai Namco publishing it. Oh yeah, it's definitely coming out next year.
That's
it's coming out next year, and it's gonna be good. Okay, yeah, that's about to be dope. Yeah.
Hey, Jay, did you see the thing on climate station on the PlayStation? It's like
no.
it's like that freaking thing that was on PlayStation 3.
And can you name it again? What is it?
Climate Station. It's like
Planet
what's the thing
Station.
On PlayStation 3?
I know what you're talking about.
Climate
Station.
Yeah, it's like that folding home thing that was on PlayStation 3.
Climate Station.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh shit. Oh, is it only on VR?
I think it said if you look at the thing, it says also DualSense 4, DualSense 5.
Experts tell us
DualSense
that the
5.
Earth's climate is rapidly
DualSense
changing,
as well, so I'm not
presenting
sure.
a real and major
Bro,
threat.
I'm looking at it right now. I vaguely saw someone
cause and effects
show this
can be
off
hard to comprehend.
on Twitter, but I didn't know what the fuck it was.
Introducing Climate Station.
Yeah, it's Climate Station.
See for yourself how much the climate has
Do I
changed
buy
over
this
the
or
last
what?
century.
Because I want it.
It's
Discover
just
what is
download.
causing
It's
these
free. From
changes
PlayStation 2.
and the effects
Is
they're
it
having
ready
on the
now?
natural world.
Yeah.
Find out what the world
Fuck.
could
Nigga, I need this shit now.
No, it's ready now. Yes, you can download it.
Truewiddy.
It's just free. It's just free. It's just a free shit.
You know that I want
Free
to.
shit from London Studios.
I
From London Studios.
desperately want to give you a L for waiting so long to tell me about this.
It's a floating gold type thing.
I guess I should give you a L.
Oh.
He's an L collector.
I don't know.
Climate Station. Bro.
I think it might actually be for PlayStation VR VR only though.
I'm gonna see. It looked like it's only for VR. I'm looking at it right now. It says PS5, PSVR 2. Release controllers optional. VR play style sitting. I think this is only for VR.
Yeah. But it looks dope.
I already knew something was too good. It was too good to be fucking true. Damn it.
Why they making it VR only, man?
Because VR, again, something like that is very perfect for VR. Wow. Thanks, Truewiddy, for letting me know, man. But I felt something was off. Thanks, buddy.
Be like in the future if we tackle
because I haven't heard anybody talk about it for real. So I would have. When I first saw it, it was on VR. And then I never saw anybody talk about it on my feed, so I figured it was VR only.
So, let's begin our journey of exploration.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Welcome to Climate Station.
Damn, I'm disappointed. Yeah, I'm very disappointed. Yeah, that disappointed the shit out of me just now. Yeah. Yeah, that sucks. Damn.
It looks cool, I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, motherfucker, but how many people have VR to even fucking use something like that? Damn, that sucks.
That's what I'm saying. It reminds me of what you call it. Folding
yeah, it looks just like it. It's like
while they munch on Popeye's Crunch, Dante dreams away.
just
missing out on all these new Louisiana
and the effects they're having on the natural world.
This dude just sitting there on the PlayStation camera, and he don't got a VR headset on when he playing it. So like, he got the camera though. I'm gonna download it and see, man. Let me download that shit and see. That really disappointed the shit out.
I don't think it's that big of the big gigabytes. So
no, it's just not worried about that. I'm worried about not being able to fucking play it. It got 17 stars for 1 stars, and then it got 17% of the stars are 1, and then 73% of people gave it 5 stars.
damn,
what's going on, Warlock? I understand that some people have VRs, but I don't. And Truewiddy doesn't. And the majority of PS5 and PS5 Pro owners do not have VR. And a lot of us just don't really want to get it or have a real desperate need for it, because most games really don't use it. And you have to go outside of the games that you already currently own to buy different games just to use VR. So again, I respect that Warlock. I respect that you have VR, but not everybody has it. So something like this, it would be cool if everybody could enjoy it, not just people that have VR. So that's why I'm bummed out about it. Because I don't plan on getting a PlayStation VR anytime soon. Because
I
again,
didn't even get the first
it's a peripheral that has its own set of games, and it's not really taken serious by a lot of the bigger developers. Or they would implement VR elements to every game, and they don't really see the need to do that because they don't see the value in VR, whether it's PC or it's console-based VR. Trust me, I was there when the PlayStation Move existed, and even though Sony was implementing PlayStation Move controllers, control features into games such as Killzone and SOCOM, it took, well, third-party developers just refused to use it, and eventually the peripheral died. So we're gonna see what this climate. See if I can play this climate shit on my. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now, Truewiddy. It has a VR headset beside it. It doesn't. But the guy didn't have a VR headset on his head. I don't know.
Oh, we'll see. You already downloading it, so it's stupid to make something because it obviously it costs you to make something like that. You're gonna put it. Um, I honestly don't think VR games should have what you call it should have exclusivity. At least that's because not
Yeah, I
enough
think
people
that all
actually.
like I feel like if all VR games also had the ability to be played on controller without the headset, they would have sold more to people that don't have VR. If you give people more of an option, they more inclined to buying it. You know, if it's not
And then
forced
they
on you, you
obviously,
might want to
and
fuck with it more.
obviously, if someone really wants to take the chance and see what it feels like in VR, then they can get the VR. Isn't it? But when you're saying that this is the only way you can play this game, then you're like saying, nope, I need another
So when I
console
saw this
to
on
play this game.
when I saw this on Twitter, somebody had said this reminds them of PlayStation Home, and they wish their PlayStation Home would come back. And so you told me it reminded you of Folding Home, and it's like it's just the same thing. It's like a lot of people they really
A lot of people
want
miss it.
PS3 to
A
do
lot of
the
people
shit.
miss it.
Yeah, they
Same
want
here,
PS3 to
man.
do the right thing. But again, like I said in the last Sunday show, their focus is so much on PC and game live service titles that they're losing their identity on who they are and what they're supposed to be doing. You know, gaming now is more about giving an update on a game that already exists and expecting the consumer to continue to have that same excitement as when the game was announced in the first place, and that's just not gonna happen. That's not gonna carry gaming forward. I really don't care what people say. That is not what's gonna carry gaming forward. It got a good amount of views too. Yeah, there's nothing of value here on PlayStation's YouTube channel. No good trailers for anything I don't know about. Except for, like SpongeBob announcement trailer. And he's going to Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, which I think is a perfect fucking title.
I used to watch SpongeBob years ago. Play the game.
Yeah, he's doing crossover with the new Sonic Racing game, which is I think that's gonna be a really big boost for that game.
Oh hell yeah!
People know something. A lot of
wow,
kids know Sonic.
It's raining here and in Death Stranding.
Yeah. Did you get any heavy rain lately?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, cause we got
I get thunderstorms almost all the time now.
Damn,
Florida, man. A lovely state of rain. Oh, oh, snap!
Damn.
You not fuck.
I'm gonna be able to play. I think I get to play Death Stranding on my 2 days off, which is on the 4th.
Hey, tomorrow,
Tomorrow's
man.
the 3rd, and I'm off on Tuesday and Wednesday. So yeah,
Tomorrow, man.
Not tomorrow. The day after tomorrow. The 2 days I'm off. It starts on Tuesday. I'm off on Tuesday and Wednesday, and the game comes out on Tuesday.
I don't think I'll be able to beat this by then. But.
Fuck no. I haven't even got. I wanted to get on Cyberpunk yesterday. I didn't even get it on it. I ended up falling asleep. I'm about to end the stream now and try to get some. Well, I'm probably not gonna get on that bitch today either. I'm not gonna fucking lie. Tomorrow, I'm gonna dedicate some time to it. Like after I get off of work, but yeah.
Did you 100% the game yet?
What happened?
I was saying, did you 100% the game yet?
What game?
Oh, Cyberpunk.
No, Brian, that's what I'm saying. I'm doing what Truewiddy's doing. I'm trying to finish the game before my new game comes out. So no, I do not have 100%. I am not even close. No. I'm trying to beat the game before my next game comes out. I'm only at 17% for the trophies. Hold on. I'm at 21% for the main game's trophies.
Oh.
Yeah. It's not a game you're gonna easily be able to 100% because if you go to 100% the game, if we're just talking about trophies, you're gonna have to beat the story. I have not beat the story, and then if I 100% the game progress, again that also means I'm gonna have to beat the story. But because I didn't beat the story, of course I don't have 100%. So no, I do not
but
have
you all
100%.
You having fun in it, right?
Yeah, it's good, but I'm nowhere close to 100% in it, bro. If it was 100%, if it was 100%, I would have been talking about the game in past tense, like, oh, I already beat it. But I'm doing what Truewiddy's doing. He's trying to beat Death Stranding before Death Stranding 2 comes out. I'm hopefully can want to clear out Cyberpunk's story before Death Stranding 2 comes out, but I'm gonna really have to focus on it over the next less than 48 hours, and I don't know how possible that is, but I will definitely be trying.
That's probably going to be important. That's probably going to be. You might have to spend a whole day on the game.
Yeah, I don't think that's possible. Let me see. I got 28% game progress. Who knows how far I can jump up, depending on all these other quests I gotta do.
Wait, they built this thing of building cockpit thing on the ground. That's dope. I ain't gonna even lie. That's dope. Hey, that's dope, bro. At least this nigga knows he ain't gonna get nothing that comes near him. Even if he gets time for it, he ain't gonna have no issues, bro. I can't be honest. This nigga for build this
I
cosplay
see you,
shit
Warlock,
right
in the comment section. That motherfucker is a big Nintendo Switch 2 fan. I see you, Warlock. I know I'm not commenting a lot. I know I'm not talking to you a lot, but I see you, buddy. I see you. You're going to be our professional Nintendo Switch 2 consultant when we need you. All right, now I could care less about Switch 2. I'm good, bro. When I'm out, and Afro told me this too, man, and it's 100% right. When we're out of the house, we're like out of the house for a mission. You know, you're going out to the store, you're going to work, something like that. It's not like I'm going outside just to fucking play around like I'm a kid and I just carry the Switch with me and just enjoy the fucking sunlight and just play. Nah, I'm not doing all that. You know, even if I was to try to like whip that shit out on my break, it's like, do I play this game for like 55 minutes on my break, or do I eat or take a little nap? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, and then at that point you ask yourself, what the fuck did I bring the system out of the house for? I don't think I would be using the Switch very much for handheld purposes. It would be more so a home console for me. That's just me. I'm about to test out this climate station, Truewiddy, to see if it truly is a VR title. Yeah, I understand.
What would you even get from a cosplayer in Death Stranding? God damn.
This is Earth.
Well, I'm playing it without the headset yet, so I'm gonna see.
And steadfast, but also fragile and vulnerable.
I think the headset just gives you a more in-depth view.
Experts tell us that the Earth's climate is rapidly
Let's hope that's the
changing,
case.
presenting
Yeah.
a real and major
We'll
threat
see.
to our future. But the causes and effects can be hard to comprehend. Introducing Climate Station.
I think this game trying to tell us something too.
How much the climate has changed over the last century. Discover what is causing these changes and the effects they're having on the natural world.
I know what you're thinking.
Find out what the world could be
Is
like
that
in
an
the
honor
future
on my
if
head?
tropical
Or
climate
am I
change
just happy to
quickly,
see you?
and what could happen if we don't.
Well, actually, be
You cannot
honest,
solve a problem
weasels
without
then.
first
I have weasels in my family, but enough about my brother.
So, let's begin our journey of exploration.
You are tough.
Welcome to
Hey,
Climate
did you know that Mars can survive without land?
This seems to be a Sony first-party IP game.
It is. It's from London Studios.
Oh, you know that's where PlayStation Home came from.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess this is what they were working on.
Oh, yeah.
Nah, they were working on something else as well. They got that
No, I know
canceled,
they're
though.
working on something else, but obviously this was also a
Yeah,
small
this is
project.
something else they were working on, but the major thing got canceled. They were working on a Cyrus game that they canceled a few years back.
If they really want some like multiplayer, just go with home again, bro. Like this, come on, bro. It's not that complicated.
It makes perfect sense to us as gamers, but Sony doesn't believe. They don't trust these games. It's I could break it down to you multiple times and you still wouldn't understand. You still would want it.
I know, I do understand.
You know, it's like
I do.
They're afraid of their past. Anything that was counted as a financial failure that did not make profit during the PS3, they're not going to revisit. No matter how much sense it makes in 2025. They look at it like, nah, bro, we lost too much money. Never again. Like, you got to understand, they almost lost it all, bro. You got to look at it from where they're at, bro. Like, I want this shit too, but I also understand where they're coming from. Like, we almost lost it all. And if it's even one thing that also contributed to our fucking financial downfall, we're not going to return to it. Nintendo does the same thing. There's tons of IPs they never fucking touch again. Quest 64, Wave Race, where the fuck are those games? You know, Golden Sun, people talk about it all the time, but guess what? They won't bring it back because they didn't make any money on it.
At the end of the day, it's business. It's business and finding out what sticks, I guess, for the companies. Because I used to also want that stuff too, but then again, I look at, you know, how the company is. If they lose money, it won't be good for them. You guys heard me?
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah, I heard.
I was wondering, in Monster Hunter, can people have guilds where they can become leaders and have members in their company?
Yes.
Oh, sweet. Because I was gonna ask you, man, you want to make a company in the
I
game?
already got
If
one.
I would join yours, bro.
Yeah.
Definitely would join yours.
I got
What
one.
did you want to play?
He's talking about Monster. He asked me a question if Monster Hunter has guilds, and he wanted to join.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Definitely, I'll definitely join you guys. My friend also said he wants to join too.
To return to lobby.
Okay. Oh, not without a doubt, man. We hunting there, man.
Mm-hmm. Awesome.
You are about to see how the weather affects our planet over a complete year. It's the 1st of March, 2019, the beginning of a meteorological spring.
Yeah, you ready for the summer update?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Every 2 seconds.
Man, I'm hyped, bro.
Another complete rotation of the Earth.
You have Monster Hunter Wilds already?
No, I'm working on getting it.
Oh, okay. Don't worry. When you get it, let us know. Yeah, when you get it, let us know.
I'll definitely join your guild. What's the name of your guild?
I'm guessing it's PSLOG. But when you get the game, we should talk more about this. I thought you had the game already. Me and Truewiddy probably about to hop on that bitch right now with you. But when you get the game, let's talk about this again.
Hell yeah! And can you guys also help me kill some of these games?
Yeah, of course. That's what we're here for. But yeah, when you get the game, let's talk about this again.
Hell yeah!
Yeah.
Because I'm looking to have a good time.
Yeah. I understand. When you get the game, we gotta be there. We gotta help you kill the monsters. Give us an update when you actually have the game, and we gotta be right there for you, man. Okay? Just
Okay, brother. Thanks, brother.
No problem, man.
You guys are like my real brothers, man.
Yeah.
You guys don't know how much it means to me.
Yeah.
These intense thunderstorms
let me see what they're saying. I got a day one on Steelbook Edition. No clue what you guys talking about.
Sometimes over 400 kilometers per hour.
Look at that. Yeah, that's what I saw in my dream.
Further north, you can just see the smoke from huge
So you can play this whole thing with your controller.
Okay, so that's okay.
I'm confused though. How many other games can I play with just a fucking controller without the headset? This is clearly a VR title.
It doesn't say controller, so I was like.
Because I mean, if it was a PlayStation 5 title, the visuals would be way better than this.
But it's clearly made for VR mostly.
Yeah. The only thing that sucks about this is that only about climate and not about like what folding home. It gave us like news and updates from like different countries. Yeah, so that's the only thing. But at least I'll be able to tell the fucking weather, I guess.
To the record high temperatures in the next few days. The European heatwave in 2022 will be the deadliest weather event worldwide that year. Meanwhile, back in India, monsoon rains arrive. They form.
Yeah, I really wish Nintendo would do something with the Golden Sun. I know it didn't sell a lot, even Wave Race. I know it didn't sell a lot, but it would be nice to see them bring those games back. Those are games that might make me actually get a Switch.
Oh, Nintendo doing something that will make people get a Switch? No, can't be.
No, there are games as a gamer that I want to play again or want to play a new iteration, and if they do the right thing, I'll be there.
That's what I'm saying. They trying to do the right thing to get people to come along.
They don't care. Let me explain this real simple to you. They don't care because they didn't have to do the right thing in order to
I
get
know.
people to buy the system in the first place.
I know.
They did the bare
I
minimum
know.
and people still brought the system. So
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like,
they're
they
not gonna
can't
go
do the right
outside
thing.
of their fucking comfort zone just for me. Fuck that.
Exactly what I'm saying. Until they do the right thing to get people out, extra people on board. Nope. The only thing is, I believe what they're getting, what Nintendo's getting is their base fan base. That's all I believe what they're getting now. I don't think they're getting anybody new.
I like this thing, but then again, it's like, yeah, it did bring
Whether I
me.
know.
PlayStation Home, like folding home, the globe looked even better than this. The visuals were even better than this. That's a sad thing. PS3 did a better job than this shit. That's how advanced that system was, man. That man.
Bro, I know, right? Crazy.
Nah, I'm good. I'm gonna delete this shit. I'm good though.
I'm not gonna lie though. Final Fantasy 14 kind of feels like PlayStation Home. That's why I play it so much, because it kind of got almost the graphics like it. But
Yeah, I'm a PlayStation Home veteran, and I don't see that, buddy. And I was all over PlayStation. What was it? Final Fantasy 14. I was on that game since PS3 all the way to PS4, and I played a little bit of it on 5. Nah, it's Final Fantasy. It reminds me of Final Fantasy. There's nothing quite like home. This is coming from an expert. This is coming from a veteran. I was with PlayStation Home since 2008 until it closed down. There is nothing like it. Yeah, this is nothing, man. Trust me. I can't see it. Yeah, I know you do, but nope. I'm not gonna disrespect the legacy, or even allow you to disrespect the legacy of PlayStation Home. It is not comparable to any other gaming experience.
No, don't do that.
Ever. You cannot compare that one experience. Like I'm gonna go put some footage up for you guys. Because it was everything that no other game wasn't. You didn't have to focus on, I get to spend time with friends on this game and talk to them. Oh, but this is a game and I have to do the game stuff. Home was like, nah, this is the place where you can actually chill out. You don't have any missions or anything to do. You chill out. It's a chill fucking game. Other games that have hub worlds, I think that's what you're trying to get to. They got hub worlds and you got homes and you can talk to different people.
But the funny thing is though, there were games in
that's
home,
the thing. PlayStation Home eventually added games in there for you to win prizes and currency and stuff. Oh, ahead of its time.
It was
ahead of its time.
Game, bro. I love it.
I tell you what, I had a good time in that game, man. I used to be the female pirate. Those times were so fun, bro.
Yeah. Where is... I don't know where I can find that shit at. Guys, we are really about to get up out of here, and I got to get to my timestamps. But we're going to talk about PlayStation Home. That'll be my last timestamp for this live stream. Yeah, PlayStation Home is not like anything else. It cannot be compared to others. I played every wannabe PlayStation Home. I played every fucking spin-off of it, and it's just nothing.
Other people tried to create copies of it, and it just wasn't good enough.
Yeah, like it was so, man. Where is my PlayStation Home? There it is. I'm about to say, where's my PlayStation Home? Fucking, there we go. Central. No, that's not it. Where is my?
Tell you what, if I
can
had
see it here. I just don't know where the fuck it is. Oh, there it is. Hold on. No,
I ain't gonna lie. If I had a time machine, I would definitely go back to 2006.
Is it here? No, that's 30,000.
2008. Experience PlayStation Home again.
Let me see where we at.
Unfortunately, they took PlayStation Home offline. So even if you had a PS3,
I covered Wii U extensively. I don't think I'm gonna be covering Nintendo Switch 2 extensively because if you don't get the point now, you'll never get the point. But yeah, a lot of people are suckers, and I don't know if people just got extra money to just spend on Nintendo every fucking time they do something like this. But I feel like a lot of people just being taken for a ride. $450 for the bare minimum is not what I call, being a gamer, bro. That is, I'm sorry, I'm not
And they
gonna ever respect nobody that.
they complain about $7 games.
Now, if you want to pick up a $450 system because your kid is annoying as fuck, or maybe your kid did really good in school last season, cool, pick that shit up as a reward, or just to shut them up. But like when I be seeing like adults up here online trying to defend that shit in comparison to like a PS5, my eyebrows raised. I'm like, what are you guys really doing out here, man? Now, the system was for fucking kids. I'm not really supposed to be seeing, I'm not supposed to be seeing this. And yeah, this video has some Wii U propaganda in it. When I turn around, you gonna see a fucking video that pissed off a lot of Nintendo fans. But the fact of the matter is, like, Nintendo is for kids.
It is.
They got a couple mature games, but at the end of the day, it's a kids system. It's for kids. Why do you think Sony fucking created Astrobot, bro? They wanted to get a little bit of that fucking market. It may have 0.1% of the fucking kids market because of Astrobot, or it might have a lot more percentage. I don't know which one's going to piss off the most people. I don't know which one's going to not piss off the most people. But the fact of the matter is, Astrobot was able to get Game of the Year and got a lot of awards for family-friendly title.
It was funny. They beat Nintendo. They beat Mario.
Well, and it was a down point, so I give them that. It was a down season for them because they were behind the scenes preparing for the Switch 2 launch. But the fact remains is PlayStation created a game that a lot of people look at Nintendo for creating. Yeah, I remember this one game I used to tease Nintendo fans with like years and years ago. And I thought it was fucking hilarious because it was funny as fuck. There was literally a game. Nintendo Wii had a lot of shovelware. There was literally a game that was called Baby Party. Party Babies or Party Babies. Whatever. It was called Party Babies. And as you can see, it was published by Ubisoft. And it was a fucking game where you're a baby and you're just fucking doing party games. They had real fucking babies on the box art, and the game looked like complete ass. And I'm like, bro, this is like, bro, it's like at a certain point in time, like you just couldn't take Nintendo seriously. No, you gotta grow up, but you can't take Nintendo seriously. We know they don't want to compete no more. I believe that people pump their heads up enough that they feel like they may have a chance. But I think that they're going to get a lot of money and break a lot of sales records when it comes to hardware, because there's a lot of fucking people that are easily migrating.
Mm-hmm.
In your lifetime, you may not even be there to see another motherfucking Nintendo console at this point. You know what I'm saying? It's just Nintendo is, again, we're 5 years into this console generation, and Nintendo just brought out their next system. In the next 2 years, we're going to get the new generation of systems, and Nintendo's console is going to be about 3 years old. Nintendo's always going to be behind. Not because they have to be. It's because they want to be. And I don't understand that. That's the one thing I can never understand. Why does Nintendo want to be behind?
They don't care? I don't know.
I don't even know, man. I think they do it just to save money on hardware, I guess. Because they be
wow, bro. Like Nintendo did absolutely nothing during the Wii generation. They got W's. The only generation they finally fucking took a L on was the Wii U.
But back in the day, I was mostly a PlayStation guy. Even though I had a GameCube, I played my PlayStation a bit more. You know, because of the games I liked on it more, like Jack and Dexter. But Zelda's is good. Not gonna lie, Zelda's was pretty
Somebody
fun.
said Truewiddy loved Nintendogs. Yeah, I heard you. I heard you, Brian. I'm hearing you.
And I think Jack and Dexter was more mature, like a more mature Zelda than
Yeah,
Zelda
I
itself.
remember I had a fucking picture in my fucking house. Do y'all see this shit? I had a picture in my house of the Red Ring of Death. That's the most artistic thing you can ever have. That was fucking beautiful. True, do you see that shit? Damn, that's beautiful. I have a picture of the Red Ring of Death.
Damn.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Oh wait,
bro, you cannot justify $450. I don't give a fuck who you are. There is no way you're justifying $450 and then you paying $70 for Cyberpunk.
How did Red Ring of Death and Joke?
Well, this is the thing. On PlayStation Home, they had digital picture frames. If you purchase one, you could upload any image that was on your PS3 hard drive and use it as a picture.
Oh wow, I forgot. Hey, then again, it's been a long time, so I probably forgot. But damn, that's
yeah, I don't forget. Not when it comes to PlayStation Home. Yeah, my first apartment was dope. Now,
imagine if they made one for PlayStation 5. How the graphics would look at this point. Damn.
It would look amazing because this was already beautiful back then, man.
Those are good old days, man. PlayStation Home. I also had an apartment.
The great old days.
Mm-hmm. Back in the day, I was more like, I used to do videos, but I just had a lot more fun just playing games. Doing like
they don't even have to bring back all of PlayStation on. They wanted to bring back everybody having a standard apartment and then bring back the central lobby with the movie theater, the bowling alley, and the mall.
I missed that.
You would be cool. If they just brought back this portion of it, they still would make more money than bringing out back all the other areas, bro. Because I'm telling you, they don't understand how many people would literally buy a PS5 just to relive this nostalgia again, bro. Officially. Like, not no fucking mods on PC, but official. Like,
I met a girl.
They could make I know. Keep that to yourself. I know. But yeah, man, they would make tons of money, man. They would make tons of money off this. Damn. I mean, they made tons of money until they didn't, you know? A lot of people just kind of like stop going there and stop spending money. But
wait, what am I carrying?
You're carrying Game Pass.
No, I'm being dead ass serious.
I have no idea.
It said I was carrying 90 pounds, but 90
I remember going to that bowling alley. So good. My bad, yo.
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah, I about to say I miss going bowling. My friends was playing that.
You gotta look through your inventory, Truewiddy. Something's weighing you down.
No. I don't wear 90 pounds, but the cargo I'm supposed to carry it was supposed to wear 90 pounds. Or kg or whatever you want to call it. Okay, so did I accept the mission?
Yeah, they could do no wrong bringing back something similar to home if they wanted to. But again, right now they're looking at a games as a service, but they want to bring back just a normal game. Like they want to bring out a games as a service game. But the answer is staring them right in the fucking face. I mean, it couldn't be more simpler. You have something, or you had something. There's tons of other multiplayer IPs from PS3 generation they could revive and add service-based skills or elements to them, and they would still be accepted. But I don't. Again, the thought process that Sony executives have is completely different than us, the consumer, which we know what we want to spend money on. But
it's funny, isn't it?
I know, right? We know what we want to spend money on, but they won't listen to the people that spend money on their fucking products. Tell them what to do that will make us give them more money. You know, it's confusing, but I don't know. At the end of the day, maybe they might not like money.
Who was about Nintendo?
No, Sony.
No, it's on PlayStation. Where is this?
Oh, you heard about Power Wash Simulator 2 coming out? The sequel.
You gotta be kidding me.
Yeah, I'm not saying. Do you know how many copies of the game sold? You know how much money this game made? Tons.
Well, okay, shit. And when they came out, oh, they no originality game. Okay, then let's stop.
I'm gonna be honest. It literally looks like the first one, but. Coming late 2025. Well, guys, that will conclude this live stream because that was, again, that's a sequel, but it looks exactly like the first one. Again, there are a lot of devs that get away with shit that should not get away with shit. And then there's a lot of devs that don't get away with shit and they ain't do shit wrong. So, hey, man, make it make sense. I know you can't, but please make it make sense.
I have no idea where I'm going.
Truewiddy, we're going to try our best to help you when I get off the stream. I want to say thank you to everybody in the chat. Thanks for watching. Yeah. Thanks for listening. Shout out to the panel, Truewiddy, Brian, and the Invisible Man. We will be back. Well, I'm off of work on Tuesday and Wednesday, so actually Tuesday may not be a news and update stream. It's probably going to be a JayTech Plays Death Stranding 2, since I get the game on the 24th. So I'll be playing it on the 24th. And I'll be doing the JayTech Plays of it. I want to just give you guys a warning. There are spoilers for the last for Death Stranding 2, and I didn't see any, but I know that the PC and the Xbox fans are probably attempting to weaponize those spoilers, so be careful where you are. If you don't need to be on Twitter, if you don't need to be somewhere where people are going to spoil shit, you know, don't be there. If I see anybody, obviously they'll be blocked so that you don't have to see that shit either. Yeah. You guys are probably going to be seeing me on Cyberpunk and shit, what else I've been playing? You'll probably see me on Cyberpunk, Crisis Core, which I finished that last area, so I think I'm going to go for the bosses for the fuck of it. And then Kingdom Hearts. But I'm going to be going for